Hello everyone, nice. So today we are going to do lead code and as always, and hopefully we will be done with everything on the spot, and we kind of talk about what we're gonna do next later on. Nice. We are totally live right now. Let's go. I'll give the mods. First thing to be done always is just to give the mod the possibility to hide any potential comments. And you start from there. Nice. Today I'm a bit late. I just wanted to kind of like take my time stuff. And I think we are going to continue with that white noise project. That would be like the best thing to do. Awesome. I have my MacBook 2024 next to me here. I'm using it like a cup holder, which I feel like super bad about it. Yeah. All right. Maybe also we work on kind of like designing the application to be looking better. Is this what it was? Yeah, so this is the dev part. Let's go to the other one and do the same. I don't know what I did. That is dev, and this is the npm run dev part. Yeah, cool. Now we wait for some people to join the chat, and we move on. Moin moin. Hello guys. Hello Petro. Hello everybody who commented already. Really like the vibe. You already guys joining very fast. We just started though. Learn Flask. What is that? I have no idea actually about Flask and about other stuff. Let me see what I changed here. I don't remember. Ah, okay, so I might actually stash this or discard it. I don't need it. Just a comment. And yeah, I saw that we need like volume controls for certain stuff, and I think that will be really important, like to have volume controls for the white noises that we're doing. Nice. So Flask is for yeah, I know that it's for Python, and I know it's both for backend and frontend. But honestly, I'm not very good in Python. Never like did something in Python and I was proud of it. Yeah. Yeah, let me see actually where we stopped last time. I mean, we can go with app.tsx and start actually adding stuff. A lot of things here need to be done correctly, and honestly I'm not proud at all with the CSS that I did, especially that I'm using Tailwind kinda, but still it needs a lot. Yeah, that's not VS Code, did you? I thought that you know at this point. You are here most of the time. It's a NeoVim configuration. Yeah. Some guy said that his NeoVim is not like this. How is your NeoVim though? Maybe you can share with us. Studio Stock said he's the same with GS. I mean, yeah, we all have pain points, and I talk a lot about this every day, honestly, about how you should stick to one language and stuff like that. Because honestly, I feel like if you do a lot of languages, and this is what I see, what we call, like, you have I don't know, like a span of how many years you are an engineer. Let's say 20, right? Probably retired after 20 years. Otherwise you will either be a team lead or something like that, or architect or something like that. All right. If you are actually saying that, yeah, I start always from zero and I go 10 years in GS, I mean, at this point, if you are 10 years with one language, you probably know two more, like let's say Java or something. Java and Python. That's good, because think about it. This is web. You also can do back also. So basically back front, kind of. And also you can do the same part for Java, where you learn the backend, while maybe you just want to know more about pointers or whatever, or iterators, pointers, stuff like that. Maybe then you learn Java. On Python, anything data, kind of, right? So data scraping, let's say, something like that. So basically data scraping, a bit of backend and stuff like that. Maybe middlewares and stuff, like building extensions and stuff like that. But overall, I think that if you know these, at some point here or here, you don't really need anything unless there's a new part. So for example, for us JS, every time there is like an ECMA, we are ECMAScript 7 now, I'm not even sure. Whenever there is ECMAScript, we need to kind of like update our code a bit and update our vision. Yeah. Actually, there is this thing that I talked about today. There was this Formic and Yup, two really good libraries for validation with Yup and Formic with forms. And now I found out that React Hook Forms with what is it called? With Zod is actually better. So this is kind of like now what is everybody is going to as a better way to code, kind of. Yeah. So it depends, I mean, on the people that you're working with, and also it depends on the people's choice as for developing their own apps. Yeah. Cool. Chrono asked what's the difference between TS and TSX. Yeah, when you see TSX, you know that the component actually will return JSX component, or will return React, will return basically a viewable array. Otherwise, if it's TS, basically maybe computations, maybe helper functions, anything that is not visible. Alex, hey there. Oh, I'm really happy that some of you are returning to the chat. This is really heartwarming. I really like that. Thanks a lot for being here, and that's amazing. My brother actually joins the live stream from time to time, and he understands nothing from coding, but he even doesn't speak the English that well. And he tells me that he is really helpful, and he is here in the chat even though that he doesn't understand anything. And that's why, for example, now we have around 30 viewers already after how many minutes? Like 7 minutes of the live stream. And the funny part is that not all of them understand what coding, or what are we coding, or what are we doing. But at the same time, they are just here for the fun, and sometimes even for the logic, right? Which is really cool, because that's the core of how to be an engineer. Okay, I will read some of the comments while we are gathering people to watch. This guy started .NET and SQL and as a trainee, and now starting to do some in JS and Java. Is this good for 2.5 years? I'm not understanding what you're saying here. Are you a trainee, so you are training people, or are you kind of, okay, I got it. So you just started learning. Okay. So now you're hopping to JS and Java. I really don't like hopping unless your goal now is to build web apps. And if that's the goal, then all good. Hey dude, I've been looking for people that stream coding. What are your thoughts on Rust? I mean, Rust for me is kind of like a hardcore kind of language. And Erman Raid, that's your name? Yeah, thanks for joining anyway. We stream every day, by the way. We are here for every day, and for everybody in the chat who wants to build with us these apps, please join in. This will be amazing. Yeah, I know that the only thing that I saw built with the Rust with my team once is a small terminal, and I was really impressed. I think Rust is one of the hardcore languages that I will never get closer to. But I do JavaScript and I do TypeScript, and I think that's it for my lane. And I just respect every Rust developer in the world. I mean, they are really hardcore. Alex, thanks you for saying that. I mean, that's amazing. Hey, I've been in school for front-end dev, mainly JS. I just can't get things to stick. Any tips? I mean, that's something kind of related to the imposter syndrome of every front-end developer. By the way, I will read all your comments. So any comments there, stick to the chat. I will read it. Yeah, there is this problem with the imposter syndrome when you are just reading something or just coding something, and then today you don't know what you did yesterday because you cannot remember shit. I still don't remember doing context in React correctly, so I always forget how to do context, let's say. So even though that I do React every day, it's depending on also your day-to-day task. What you can do is to revisit these tasks once you forget them like completely. For example, now I forgot how to define a context. I know that I use the use context and that's the hook, and then you just create context also for the value of that hook as well. So basically I know that, so therefore if I type something, probably on the third try I will make it work. But I try not to look at Google and not to look at anything and move on. Oh, okay. Dante said that he finished with SQL, working on Tableau now. Can you actually elaborate on that? Maybe you can tell me if you can use SQL on Tableau. That would be really cool. Please keep doing a video on specific topics like you did about recursive. It was so good. Thanks, Robbo. I will make videos. Usually I take the videos of mine from my stream right now, but yeah, I will do stuff like that. I will kind of like go back maybe one day in a week and prepare 7 videos for the whole week. Yeah, that would be really nice. Also for me, I will be learning a lot. Yeah, bro, I'm gonna go to bed, he said, because he's gonna code tomorrow, so he's not going to look at any code today. That's nice. I mean, yeah, I mean, it's very funny that most of the people that are in the chats, they're usually CST, so basically from the US or either from Germany. So right now the Germans probably are going to sleep, I don't know, it depends. And me, one of them, just here in the chat, trying to code at very late night. And also for me, this is a good time because then I can reach out more people. Sometimes people even from Indonesia connect now, which means that now at their time is like 6 a.m., 7 a.m. or something like that. All right. So now we are reading more comments, and Sean is here. Shout out. Yeah, I'm more a Redux kind of guy than context. Yeah, I agree with you, but I totally forget it, and that's totally normal. Tell me good resource for learning React. I mean, the only good resource that I can think of is Front-End Masters. Go there and you will find a lot. Actually, Tim said something really important. He said that maybe I don't need to use a hook here. I just derive the white noise array from the bounce value. Is this actually... Okay, maybe you can elaborate on that because I don't get your point. The bounce value here is a search value that looks after the white noise array, but if you mean that I pass the value also based on the bounce array here, then that probably should be more correct. I don't know, you can elaborate, Tim. Cool. Oh, Star Sailor said that Mozilla has some piano documentation which shows what exactly, some web API stuff. Use regex over there. I would. I have some regex. I mean, yeah, you need also to know that in these codes that I'm doing, I'm listening mostly of what the chat wants. I don't want to build this app my own. What language do you use mostly in Java? 4 years. I only do JavaScript for now, honestly. Yeah, I think the answer is always use effect. That's correct. Yeah, I mean, yeah, for me it was, I think, very close to easier to use a use effect in this case. Bro is reading comments, come on. Okay, China has my socials. This guy is ID is like that. He's saying, What library do I use to produce specific tones at specific duration in my TypeScript project? Specific tones. If you are actually doing volumes or whatever, doing like OGGs or extensions that are audio extended, use the audio tag and just get them there. Yeah. If there is a debounce value, your filter, white noise blobs, no use or effect. 1 second. So this guy said that if there is a white noise array, which is the const over there. By the way, my debounce value is actually a hook. So how can I not use? I cannot do it unless you want me to do this on top. All right. So unless it becomes like this. So I take this down, and I have my debounce values there. I'll have my white noise blobs like that, and alright, so here you are saying that if the debounce value exists, then my filter, which is this one, otherwise the blobs getter kind of. But doesn't seem like something that I will do, but this is what you're saying, right? And therefore I don't use the use effect. That's what you're saying, like that. Therefore the white noise array won't be used at all. Let's see what Tim wants. Yeah, I get your point. So the derived states you are meaning here, right? So if you are not familiar with derived states, means that you can kind of write like a value, or write like anything like an argument or whatever in your component, where it's not dependent of any state, it's just there as a constant, and that it's dependent on other state changes. Yeah. To replace the state white noise array, because that can be derived. Okay, I got the point. I don't know if I'm, because then the state, okay, so if the bounce value, right, let me just do it like that. Maybe it works, maybe not, I'm not sure. And then you do the filter. Okay, let me try it. Otherwise we do the blob part. Is that what you're trying to say? Maybe that is what our friend Tim is here trying to actually tell us. Does that work? But wait a second, I have nowhere that I used the set white noise there. Alright, some people are actually talking about what they used in their daily basis stuff. I'm just testing it now. It doesn't work. Yeah, it doesn't work. Just because this should be the blobs part. Yeah, you know what? Like that probably will be good. And then yeah, instead of doing all of that, we have it already. delete it. So white noise blobs. Let me think. It cannot be actually conditional, but I'm just following what the guy did, and I think the use effect here serves better. So you can, you know what to do here is just to go to our kind of GitHub. Hard to share resource by text to comments. Okay, it's fine, Tim. I have an option for you. It's just to go to the GitHub repo. I'll share with you, and just do a PR whenever you are free. So this is the white noise project, because honestly I have still only 2 neurons that I'm working with right now with my head, but seems like you know better. So you can go here, you can go to app.tsx. This is the link, and you will find the code here on main, I think on develop. Go to develop, and yeah, please do a PR if you want. Just fork it and do a PR and send it here. Send it my way, kind of. That's it. I mean, that will be great. Otherwise, this is how we kind of do this stuff. Yeah, we just kind of have PRs open for everybody who wants to make things better. All right, so I will pin the comments. All right, so people, Fadi is saying, hey, the filter there doesn't work. It should be a value. It's fine actually to have an array of filtered with a small computation inside the state, I think, and that would be good. Yeah. All right, let's see now what we can build next to that. What do you mean? Some guy asked, can you open portals? What does that mean? You mean a portal as a model or something? To do a portal with the app thingy? But yeah, Tim, I think you are really better. Just let us know if you have the PR ready. I will check it. You can even do it now if you want. Yeah. Matt said that there is no way coding is fun. It's never fun, man. Like, coding is just a hustle until it became fun. Yeah. I think I got what our friend is trying to say. So basically he wants us kind of like to make the white noise array just dependent on the debounce value, kind of like that. And I think this might work, but I'm not sure if it's gonna really work in the way that we want it. The bounce value actually will update. Therefore, this use effect, is it necessary at this point? Yeah, for now we can just give it a type for now. Test out. That's what you meant, I think, right? Yeah, but here the filter part will be wrong because the variant of white noise array is already not there yet. So might be that we flip this. Is this what you're trying to say, Tim? All right. But yeah, if this is like that, then the white noise array here is not defined yet. So as you see, we have an error, white noise array is not defined. So basically we need to kind of like give it something. before, which means that it can be like this then, the blobs part, right? Probably. Let me try. Yeah, like that. Maybe it works. I will try it out right now very quickly. Using GitHub Copilot. Yeah, it works actually. Well, I am ashamed now. It works. So our friend here is really great with his suggestions. This use effect could be gone because the white noise is a derived state based on a debounced value. So as we have a white noise blob, we can just return the full blob already because that's the white noise array that we started with. Otherwise, we always filter based on the device value, because if the bounce value is updated, it's as if it is in the use effect. Basically, it will always re-render the whole thing. So so here we can say in this case that changing to derived value, because let me see if you can see this, because the white noise, or because we can filter directly on blobs. That's it. And now we do a shout out to Tim for solution, because Tim is a very good kid. So right, anybody who suggests something, I'll put his name there, so you will have your name in the app. So therefore, yeah, let's delete that. Let's try it again. Let's try the search part. Thanks a lot, by the way. Now we are trying to search here. So this is the blobs array, kind of. If you do C, then it will return coffee and lunchtime, which contains the C character. If you just debounce it completely, I know now that the whole component will render anyway. So okay, cool. This is really amazing. Thank you, Sean. I said thank you, Tim. That's amazing. Yeah. All right, cool. Then if we are good on that, let's update it actually. Clearing out, adding a derived state instead. I don't know why they call it derived state while it's not a state, kind of. It's a derived value. But yeah, someone will get confused if read states every day. Okay, thank you a lot. All right. Yeah, Tim, I mean, yeah, we are just learning here. And yeah, in the beginning, I couldn't understand what you're trying to say, just because I was thinking that you want me to update the white noise array based on its value. So you know that if you want to do that, you don't have its value on the first render, right? But yeah, now it makes sense. Thanks a lot. All right, so Apostolis, this is his name, asks, use plugin GitHub Copilot to help you. I mean, I'm using NeoVim, and I honestly got rid of Copilot just because I don't think that it will help me on any way. And in some case, it just makes me forget how to code. And I honestly panicked once. I forgot how to write something very easy for me, like it was a form hook or something like that. No, it was a debouncer that I wanted to do, and then I forgot completely because I'm using Copilot all the time to do that for me. At that time, I was like, hell no, I will not use this anymore. Yeah. By derivative, it means that you don't have the states anymore. Cool. Thanks a lot. All right, so so yeah, I see that a lot of people now are joining. That's amazing. What we are going to focus in today is kind of like how to work on the CSS kind of it. And honestly, I'm really mediocre when it comes to Tailwind. Apostolis said, are you using vertical monitor? No, it's actually 16:9, just a normal monitor. Actually, it's even more. It's 21 by something, and it's really widescreen. So for me, it can be the fact that if you go to Kick or Twitch right now and type async stack, you will find my name there as well, and you will see the full screen. Here on TikTok, I don't think that you need the whole screen. What matters, I use kind of like this prettier file. I'll show you some trick actually. There isn't a prettier, there's something called print width. I don't use it here. or do I? No, I don't. So if I do like print width, let me just put it into like JSON format, and I will do something stupid now. I'll go my print width to put it like 40 or something, and something's wrong, right? What is wrong? Did I forget a comma somewhere? I don't know. Okay, I don't need that, and I don't need that. Okay, and I think now I'll try again to surround this. All right, I mean, yeah, cool. So now if I go back to my code where I was, and look what will happen when I save. It becomes it becomes more visible, and I think this is really cool because it just gets your code to be more vertical. You know what, but it's hard to read now, kind of, yeah, because you will have always like this. For example, this is a search value that needs to be in one line. We probably want our states to be always on one line, but look at this one here. Yeah. Amazing. Yeah, I will comment that out. I don't really need it. If not, it will just confuse me kind of. But there is like a good number. I can actually exceed this by clicking on Control A, and I can put it to 120. And then if I go back, this will become even better readable, but this won't show correctly for the chat. Yeah. So for me, it's rather just delete this one and then go back and make it do the default, right? Which is cool for now, at least. Yeah. Cool. Some guy said, can you explain me? I will become your best friend. I mean, I am explaining my best, honestly. Comma at the end. Yeah. Hakim, I'm really sick these days of my screen, and honestly, I'm not focused 100%, but thanks. Yeah, all right. So let's focus up actually on the CSS part. So what I did, actually, I configured Tailwind. It's just a normal configuration for Tailwind though. Right now I went like for each component. I have like the main, not the main, I think something I called the layout. Where is it? Yeah, here. This is my layout. I think with my layout everything looks fine because honestly the layout looks okay. I just wanna maybe make this prettier. All right, what I'm gonna do is, for instead of this break part, I use a normal button, and also the focus part. I'm going actually to work on that probably. Let me just find that. Break as a Pomodoro TSX, I think, button. Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is to use the chat CN ones. So there is a trick I can show you. It's like change surrounding tag, and then I will be on there. I will write button. You will see a button on the bottom of my screen somewhere here. Yeah, you see that I'm changing the button, and that will whenever I click enter, it will change the button. The only thing that I need to do is probably to go up and separate the imports, and I will just import the button from our friend ChatCN. I also actually refactored the code to have this @ sign for certain stuff, so I will always use it for the path. So that should be correct. Nice. So now where is my other buttons? I will search like this. I will do space, or no, I will do slash and then button, and see next. That one is done. This one is done. Okay, this one is not done. So I'll go here, Z top, so you can see it. Change surrounding tag again. We put the button from that. Can I just do the same again? Yeah, nice. So break, and here we have button again, and then you have button again. If you are thinking why I'm not doing the same kind of approach again with CS surrounding tag, it's just that if you click dot now, it will just do the same action that we did previously. So now it looks really bad. Now my buttons kind of look a bit scary, right? But I want to actually to look at what ChatCN provides. So I might actually chat CM buttons. I might use a button from like their variants kind of. All right, so I have these buttons that are white, which I really like, but let me see what we have. We have outline, we have ghost, we have link, and we have this one that looks really weird. Maybe we can use something like this. Honestly, I'd like myself to using this. So what I'm gonna do, mail from Lucid React. So let's because we have, I think, Lucid React in our app. Let me as well put the comments on the side so I can see what you guys writing. Is this a basic to-do list with a list and timer? Actually, not really. It's just a timer and some white noises that you can play to listen to some white noises while you're coding or whatever. And the components are actually a bit heavy and a bit too much. And we are trying to refactor them right now and make sure that we don't actually use a lot of effects and clean up the code. Abdel said that he loves React. I'm happy that someone is actually in love with React with me in the chat. Joe asked, what are you coding? We are just coding an app that the chat wanted me to code, and I'm doing this since 2 weeks now. Yeah, we are doing website coding in TypeScript and JavaScript, and that's thanks Ron for actually taking care and modding the chat. So Ron will be answering some of your questions if he can, and I will read your comments as well. All right, you know what? I will use something like this one here. I see that there is a button with an icon, but the only thing, I think what they did here is that they used like separate component. They built like a default component for that. But for me, I'm just worried about the styles. Why my button is dark though? Is there a class that I put it for BG? Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I have a border and I have a text, so you know what, I will just go like this. Class tabs for focus. Does this class tabs comes with anything? I have no idea. All right, you know what, I'll just go BG slate and see BG white for now and see what will happen, and also the same here and see what will happen. Kind of, yeah. So that's the white doesn't look bad, but the text should be not like that. The text I will default it. Then let me just take care of the take care of the screen, and the text shouldn't be slate. I'll just leave it back, and maybe we add some Lucid React icon. That would be really nice. So for us, we can just look with me for Lucid React icons, and you let me know what should I use for focus and what should I use for kind of break. All right. Actually, I suppose that the text needs to be black for now. Or actually, I used a lot of gray, so I'll go gray 700. Seems like I really like it, and I'll just copy the same and go down here. All right, I'll just copy it again. I think I just lost it. VI words, and then I'll go here. That would be it. All right, so now let's look for some good icons. I think the buttons on hover, I need also to change that part. Why my button actually is a bit not following up on what is standard for. Yeah, I feel like the standard Chatzy and CSSs are not coming to me at all. I use Google and I use NeoVim for my coding skills on the basically on a text editor that I configure to be an IDE kind of. So which website does it? This is a local host basically. Yeah. All right. Where is the best place to start learning coding? I think YouTube will be the best. All right, let's continue then. I will I will put a hover kind of part also for this, but honestly we have a BJ gray or BJ white. All right, not slate, that would be also bad, but gray or in the text as well on hover will be just text white, right? Let's do the same here. That would be cool. And what else? Let's check. Now it looks very good, but I'm not happy with the background though. Let me check what is the background for the other one. It's yeah, so it comes with an that's why, like, there is this outline part. Maybe I actually can do me a favor and just copy an outlined one that is primary. This is what they call it. So the code, the button should be primary, right? Default or New York. That's what ChatCN gives. Yeah, this is React, by the way. Yeah, I do have a header and a footer, and they are on different components basically. Wonderful. Happy to see programming in this platform. Rim said that. Well, yeah, I'm trying to kind of like program every day with you guys and be able to share with you some of the knowledge that I know and also learn from you. Okay, so I think I'm not happy with this one. So what I'm gonna do is just gonna pitch it to PJ Black, kind of. Let me see. Yeah, so there is this part also. PJ Black overlay, it's called. It's like a blend-in mode. Yeah, or a darking. I mean, I'm actually really intrigued about that. Maybe I can go here and try it out. Why it's not working when I click dot? It's kind of like doesn't delete this, but why not? All right, let's try it out. It just takes some time, but it keeps the border though, which is very funny. I'll get rid of the border. I really don't need it. And that should be it actually for these buttons. Yeah, that's fine. Then these buttons I will use a bit, so if you want to see where they are now, it's just here. These two buttons that are a bit prettier now. I'm using black and whatever. I think that's fine for now. It's just that this color background I really don't like, so I'm gonna play with it a bit to see what could be the good color to use, but I don't know honestly. Maybe you can give me a tailwind color that I can use for this background. I don't know why I want to have a background for this one. Actually, probably without a background it will look even much better. Where is it? The focus timer, and this is its background. Probably without a background like that it will even look better, but I wanted just to make it like looking like a timer kind of. All right, maybe I can look for a timer, tailwind, CSS, yeah, something like that, and look for something that is ready for us. Oh, or look at this, all of that. But I cannot see it even though it's super white, my head, man. Something like this would be nice, like yeah, I agree with that. Or maybe this one seems really cool, but I hate how it updates. This one looks good as well. Oh, or you know what? I'm feeling like I can take the whole thing, HTML, and then you have all of this. You know what? Let me just do this. I have an idea. Just to create a component, I call it timer. For sure, this should be reusable. RFC, and I will do the RFC snippet. Yeah. So now what I'm gonna do is just gonna code everything here, but it will cause a lot of errors. Why? Because the word class is actually a word that is in JavaScript reserved. So I'll show you a trick. You see on the bottom here, somewhere there, and let me take off this app thingy. On the bottom there is like a possibility for me to do this. So I do this for all file and then substitute, and then I say, hey, I want to substitute the word class. You see the word class now becomes in red, right? And then I will go slash again, and I will say, hey, I will to change it with the word class name. And now I'm writing it wrong, class name like that. And I want to do GC just to let the IDE ask me. So whenever the IDE asks me yes or no, I'll click yes. So I see the first one, yes, yes, yes. Yeah, basically everything yes, kind of. And yes again. It's cool. So now if I save, it just goes into this lovely thing. Now we have this URL background thingy. I'm not sure why they put it like that, but probably we'll get our own image for that. So just not now, let's test it out. Maybe we just can call it out here. Where can we actually do this, and why do we have no numbers as an example? Don't tell me that they did a timer without any JavaScript in it. All right, let me see. So it's working, but if you go to the HTML part of it, this is just the CSS part. Okay, cool. But I like the image. I like everything. I like even the same image if I can use it. Nice. So let me guys read your comments while I am moving on to the next topic. Yeah, I will run it, don't worry about that. I'm just right now trying to append it, so everything is good. Is this hacking? No, this is TypeScript, React, and learning about coding basically. By the way guys, if you want to support or anything, we have also the possibility for you to subscribe to this channel on TikTok and also on other platforms like Twitch and stuff. So if you subscribe, I don't know, there is like 3 tiers and stuff. I added that recently, and honestly it's up to you, but I just wanted to mention that because a lot of people asks in the chat sometimes, how can we support you and something like that. That would be a good way to support. Yeah, he thought also that I don't like Figma that much, honestly. So I am not that really good guy when it comes to Figma, and I don't like to use it just because I hated it so much. All right, let's see where our timer is. I know where. It's in our Pomodoro effect this way. So what I'm gonna do actually is just I'm gonna throw it the timer as a snippet. Where is it? Do I actually have it? Maybe coming in from somewhere. Let me just import it first. That would be better. Okay, GG. I'll just import it under this one, and I will say import timer. It should be like this because it's defaulted and from reusable, right? And as always, I need just to replace this part. See inside that, and I will do at components at reusable / timer. That should be it. Then we have an error, that error just for us to know that we need to import it. And then let's go and do that. All right, so now now we look at how it looks. All right, the word style doesn't look like right for it. The style prop expect a mapping from style property to value. Okay, so I will show you what is the problem. Not here, it's just I will go to timer, timer. Yeah, the word style here, by the way, this is not how you do styling in React. I'll just take this all as a value and paste it on top just for the sake of it, and then I will show you how to do that. So you just do this, you do style equal double that, just as if you are going to spread something, but you don't need to, and then you go like background, and as you see that would be the background part. I'm not sure, it's background image maybe he used. Oh, now I need to go back. Yeah, background image. So yeah, so background image, and there's the field. You use it like this, and then you prepare that, you copy this, you go inside your ticks, and you just paste that, which supposedly should work. Yeah, if I just write it right. Okay, and now here as well I just need to go back. Seems like correct. Yeah, cool, but it's not showing anything, and that's a bummer. Well, seems like our app is not letting it work as supposed to be. But let me see what is the problem. We have a timer class. There's something wrong with this one. Class name timer. So that class name should come from somewhere also. Makes sense. Trying to find out where exactly did they probably use something for just pure CSS somewhere. But you know what? I think I can do it myself. At this moment, we really don't need any more the part for this website. So what we are trying to achieve is just this, right? I can do it myself. If this is like it, then I don't care. I'll do it myself. So I'll delete the whole thing. I'll just copy from there, kind of, and see for myself how this will go. So let me just get maybe a good image that works. Let me delete that, and I will make it work. All right. So now we have our timer, hour, minute, whatever. Looks like it's a flex, and it's wrongly done because we don't need that. Probably we need here the call span part, because I already have kind of like a layout, so I don't need all of this. Probably the height is fine. Okay, the rounded part is fine. Flex is fine. Yeah, the only thing I probably will add, because this is necessary to add as well, is the fact that I have it on a grid. So call span full, so it goes to the center. So if you are wondering what I'm trying to do, this one here is actually inside another grid, you see. So this is taking the call span of full. I want also this one to take the same, so to inherit the width, and this is how it was, like kind of without. Let me just also show it for people on Twitch. Yeah, so it was like this, so I just brought it right there in the middle. And for me now, I'm thinking actually if I need this flex, yeah, I need it. The flex call is actually probably not needed at this point, but the gap also isn't that necessary. The h of that, I don't know. Item center is needed. This is fine. Justify center. Yeah, justify center because it takes the center of that height. That's fine. And maybe here we will just add something like, I will show you, BJ white and maybe slate 200, just to show you the difference. Actually it's a slate behind, right? Gray. White, because BJ cover here. Yeah, interesting. So that white thingy, we would just need to replace it with kind of whatever as an image. All right, cool. Let me do that. And before I do that, I will read your comments, because you guys love me to read your comments. All right, I will read them all. All right, so TypeScript, yes. React, yes. Seems like a lot of the application could each digit be basic component. Yeah, it could be 100% Neptune. Thanks for that. I will actually do that for you, so don't worry about that. A website that plays different sounds, correct. Thank you, Ron, for actually helping out. Can you please tell me which website you are using to search the code? The website that I'm actually using to search the code is called page done, and it helps me basically to search for CSSs and stuff like that. I just found it randomly. I just Googled basically. Days, hours, minutes. Yeah, I know one Neptune. We will do it. Actually, we will not need all of that. We will probably need only the fact that we will need hours and not hours, minutes and seconds, and that's it. Maximum we'll put 60 seconds in this app actually. Why TSX and not GSX? Because we are using TypeScript with the GSX component, so we need to type our props and stuff like that. Oh, still code in XML. It's HTML and GSX, by the way. But yeah, by the way, guys, if you don't know that GSX is actually meaning HTML plus XML, and that's why it's called GSX. And maybe our guy here is actually an OG and he knows much more about this than I do, and that's why he said that it's XML. All right, Twig, hey there in the chat. He said, how's it going, Stack? I'm good, I'm good. How's it going with you? I hope that you're doing well. What's the app? It's like a white noise plain app. I like the comments that telling me go enjoy your life and do stuff like that. By the way, I will enjoy it once we reach out to 10k followers, because that's the kind of like a goal for us right now. I did this challenge for us to reach 10k as soon as possible. We are already now close to 7k, so please, if you are new, know that we live stream every day. We are building this app for you guys, and I hope that we can build it as soon as possible, so we will be able to actually test it with you, and that will be amazing, because that's the goal. Yeah, it is not a pretty complex app, honestly, for the people who are here. It's just simple. For now, we have routes, we have libs, hooks, Firebase installed for connection as well. So we have some assets. Here I have all the downloadable assets, and then in the public here I have some tracks and stuff like that. If you see this PyScript, I think who are familiar with TypeScript and Python in particular would know what I'm doing here is just some scraping some other URL. We're using the import requests, the requests package, and the media URLs is just extra stuff that I probably wanted to kind of also scrape in this point. Yeah, source here, all the React code. We have some util functions for helping and stuff, but right now we are working on this timer component. A lot of the applications, I know, this will be all refactored. So there is one thing that I can show you actually. I can do like this and then put to do, and then I can just control F to find all my to dos with T, and then my to do will pop up like that. So I will do that again, F to do, and then I'll pop up that. The only thing that I didn't do is probably to save here, so it will just appear, right? Cool. So my to do in this case is to refactor to a normal TSX component. The thing that I want also to ask you guys, what do you think the props here should be? So I'm sure that the props should be time, which is the timestamp that we have, and what else? Maybe text. I think the time is that's or what we need, right? Unless there's something else. Yeah. So for now, I'm not sure what is the time props for me. It's I kind of forgot what it is, so I will just go back to my Pomodoro TSX and I search for it. Yeah, I think there's a break, there's a timer, focus timer, div, convert time, focus timer. So I have a conversion function. What does that convert time return? It should be in my helper. It returns number. Actually, also it returns. No, it returns. What the hell is that? String? Is that right? Oh, well, look at that. Well, look at that. So I get the date, I get the number for a timestamp, and I just format it into a string. Look at me actually trying to be smart. That's wrong. I mean, that's totally wrong. We need to find a way to do it better. So for now, type timer props should be just time, and that should be string. And if you are not familiar with this, what I'm doing right now is just it's just me preparing like the part for the functional components and its props. Basically, you can write it like this. I'll write it again: react.fc, and then you say, hey, this component will have a prop of time props like that, and that should be fine for it. I copied this wrongly here. Let me just take it off. And I copied it down as well wrongly. Let me just take it off. Actually, I can take it off like that. Okay, cool. Yeah, timer is the creator never used, and that's normal because I can just disable now that part, but overall cool. Yeah. Hello guys. Well, it's Tmax with NeoVim, right? Yeah, correct, 100%. Yeah, the guy, I didn't reply in his comments and he kind of like left. It's fine. He asked actually what is the workflow with React with Tailwind, right? Yes, that's correct. Ever thought about using Gatsby? Never. I did. Not really. I think I never used it. This would be too much work for my project. I'm just using Bootstrap. Bootstrap is good as well. Bootstrap, Tailwind, I mean, pick your lane, right? For people who are asking, how do I stream like this? I'm stream using OBS with some configuration from the NVIDIA Studio kind of. So I configure my, I have no background and I configure stuff. So I put stuff behind me and it's actually easy to use once you get it. Nice haircut, thank you a lot. Yeah. How much math do you use in your code? Not much, honestly. I do use the regex whenever I ask ChatGPT for regex, and the other stuff is just mine. Yeah. Do you code Java? No, not particularly, but I tried. Yeah. Software engineers and others alike, most of them eventually figure their work balance lifestyle. Honestly, yes. Right now it's midnight plus and I'm still coding. So I need to figure out that. How can I save my life? Yes, I am repeating the code. I know that's just being refactored. Man, why should I explain myself all the time? Let me just comment this out so people actually be happy. Where is it? So this is it, right? That div ends there, ends here, right? Yeah. And then what I'm gonna do right now is just I should show you a trick actually. This trick is called surround, and I surround that by that, and then I go again and select everything inside and just do GB. Therefore it will be surrounded and commented. That's because the NeoVim doesn't let you, I'm not using the mouse at all, so I think you get the point. Yeah, I'm gonna just do a comment here to be refactored. And also here, if I want just to surround the whole line, I can do it as well. Yeah, cool. All right, let me just think about now, how can we get this to have a background and stuff like that. Yeah. Yeah, Hafi, I know. Where are you working, by the way? That would be nice to know. Where are the people here in the chat working, or where are they from? Maybe you can just answer where are you from / what you work, or what is your day-to-day work, basically. Yeah, Hafi, I'm no hate here. I mean, we are just helping, right? What IDE are you using? I'm using NeoVim. NeoVim with, like, it's a text editor. It's not an IDE, but we configure it with certain configs. I always show this in the chat. It's just lazy nvim called. Let me update everything and sync it up. So yeah, we need to patch out some of the stuff. Yeah, so these are kind of like my my config, kind of. Yeah, they are all built and made by certain people, and you take them out and you affect them or basically inject them in your configuration, kind of. Yeah. Yeah, David, we will get to clean up everything, don't worry. Okay, so Huffy here has a full stack internship that he's working on. That's really great. From Germany, and I'm still a student going to uni next year for ComSci. That's amazing, man. That's cool. Susie's here said divs are live. Yeah, let me just take up that word class highlight from the component. Nice. Good for you, Huffy. I wish you all the best. Which code editor? NeoVim. That's it. Oh, at Wix. Isn't Wix is like this drag and dropper for building websites? I remember using it like 10 years ago. I'm really surprised by how many people actually build certain stuff and they could survive in this kind of economy. Wix is one of them. Oh, David uses IntelliJ for this. Nice. IntelliJ is one of the best, honestly. So they said just popped in to say good night. Good night then, and wish you all the best. Well, yeah, but I'm in the backend. Okay, Javi, are you doing backend with TypeScript or JavaScript or whatever? All right, but what are you using there? What kind of stack? Cool. So David uses Vim as well. Carter asked about what good languages to start with. He started with Python, continue with Python, don't hop a lot. Don't try to hop a lot. I just spilled some water on myself, but that's fine. Alright, so let's go and fix that out. Why should we look at the screen too much? I actually cannot figure out a way to kind of like pop the chat always in the screen, because that will be super helpful to always have it next to me while I'm coding. I need to figure out that part. Honestly, this TikTok Live Studio is really a pain. I wish if it was better. Alright, so you use Node.js. Amazing, man. Maybe for everyone who is new here in the chat, please go to my profile and actually click on my Discord link. You will be able to join our community. There we talk more about TypeScript, JavaScript, whatever, coding, and we actually share also good memes. And tomorrow we are going to play some video games together as well, so it's gonna be really amazing. All right, now that I actually figured out what I need to do is this timer. By the way, this timer is here now, is going to replace my other timer, and I'll explain to you why I'm doing. I think for you who are new now, you don't know what is happening, right? So so this is my old timer. It's just stupid kind of div, right, with a text in it that updates each second. This is how you reset it. So now we are making like a very cool white background now, but it will be an image. And then here we have only the days, but it's gonna be not days, honestly, it's gonna be minutes and seconds. And we're going to kind of like push forward for it to become like this one here. So now I have the code here, but it's not full code, it's just some tailwind, and it has some styles to it, but I don't like it, so I'm gonna use anything else to make it work. And let's see, yeah, how it goes. So that's it, we are refactoring, that's what we're doing. Yeah, Lucas said he's now in Java and C, which is really amazing. The OOP kind of guys, the object-oriented programming part. Nice. So Javi said that he's working on something like a security cam application that sends through net in bits, sends data through nets in bits. That's really cool. Which one is mine, easy, front or back end? For me, front end is because I am a front end developer, kind of. But both should be equal once you invest in them as much time as you want. And pick your lane, man. Pick your lane and your weapons from the beginning, so you know exactly what you want to do. And set your goals also. That's helpful, because if you want to make web apps, it's gonna be better for sure. for you to learn front end at that point. Yeah. Well, front is so much easier. I doubt it. I don't think so, because yeah, I am kind of front end developer, but I also do a lot of computations, and I work with stuffs like height charts and stuff like that, which is graph packages, and they are requiring a lot of math. And if you see also the 3GS part of it, you will hate it. I mean, backend will just, guys at that job sends me just some brackets and arrays, and that's it. And I end up like doing some extensions and some like crazy stuff to make the graphs work correctly. Your editor font settings. I have my fonts on 18 size, I think, plus nerd fonts for the font name. And I also have Fira code, which also I use sometimes. And I do have Tokyo Night as a theme for NeoVim. I hope that answered the Kornick, that's his name. Okay, you are using Next.js in TypeScript. This is our friend here, mentioned his stack. That's really cool. Well, S Project asked about what should I recommend when it comes to hooks. For hooks, look at all of them. Make sure that you look at mostly all of them. But what you really need to know is your use effect, use state, use memo, and use, like, I think there is a use callback also, which is important. And what else? Yeah, use layout effect maybe if you want to do something computation before rendering. But overall, you don't need much. These are the mostly used, and actually you can get rid of them with derived states and with certain stuff that you can use, like Redux and stuff like that. And for sure the most famous one is use context as well, but also you can get rid of it with Redux and stuff. Yeah. How is the job market now for actually full stack developers and also front end? A question from Golly. For me, I'm not in the US, I'm in Germany, and believe me, in Germany it's really fluctuating or going down super much. And I'm not sure why, but people actually started only looking at senior developers lately, and they don't want to hire anyone else, let's say. Why? Because people don't want to waste their money, and they want to kind of, let's say, invest only in people that they know that will bring them as much money faster, kind of. And AI, I don't think so. I mean, we have a front-end developer intern that joined us, and he had no clue about what he's doing when it comes to React, because he's an intern, right? But it was a challenge for me because my boss thought that I can be a good teacher. Actually, it's one of the reasons why I'm here and doing this, because I already got kind of like some praises saying that maybe I can know how to share stuff and stuff like that, which is really cool. So I talked to him a bit about AI, and I told him, look, if you are building, like, let's say a timer like we are doing now, build it with AI. If we are doing like it's code with AI, make the code work and then look at the code again and try to write a bit documentation of what you understood, and I will try to tell you if that's correct or not. And he ended up actually doing a lot of stuff. He ended up once creating another component that looks exactly like the ChatCN component, and he used React Day Picker, and he used like a custom range part of it, and he copied the style from there and turned them into styled components, because that's what we use at work. And this thing I will never do, because for me it's like, oh my gosh, I will take a picker and then start to do the CSS. It will take me around 2 days of work, and these 2 days will be a lot of debugging. And what if this doesn't work on media query, on whatever. But he had the idea and the mindset for it. So he used AI, yes, that's correct. But that AI that he used, amount of AI that he used, was beneficial, because the next task that I will give him was to clean up. And when he got that task, it was that as if he didn't know what to do again, but he managed. So that's when I knew that he will be a successful developer in the future. By the way, I bought like a Bluetooth adapter, and they sent me with the Bluetooth adapter this small CD to install it. Anybody remember what are these? It's like a BT 3.5 or 5.3 USB adapter, like device driver, what we call driver on PC. And I don't know how to install it now. I mean, how can I get this into a USB or something like that? But yeah, I figured out that I will download it from the internet, and I figured out that I found another driver that looks similar, and it worked at the end. But seriously, sending me this with an adapter? Are you serious? This was really crazy. Like, to see it enough, it made me laugh so much. Because who has a CD player right now these days? Do you have on your PCs a CD player? Really? Yeah, Huffy said that I don't use CDs anymore, honestly. Really? You do? Alright, so I am the same with Leave It Up There. He said I removed it for an SSD. That's what I did. I mean, why should I need the CD player? Why almost all software engineers use MacBooks? So now I'm using a PC, by the way. And when I tried actually to install Lazy Envim on PC, I had a problem with the Linux-based environment, because Windows is not Unix-based. So basically, if you install Brew or a package manager, it won't work on the PowerShell as intended. So you need to install like a package manager like Choco or whatever, and imitate some of the makings. And also there is some makers like the CC maker and the GCC maker for C++. They are not installed by default. Therefore, on Mac OS and Linux, it's actually possible for you to install terminals like Ghosty and stuff like that, and be able to code actually directly on the terminal, because you are Unix based and you have a lot of power doing that. And most of developers use it. And also there is the possibility for PC now to do Docker containers and stuff like that, only with Hyper-V, but it comes for the Mac OS actually to have a very good possibility to do kind of like, let's say, separation of certain CPU concerns. So basically you have your CPU there, but it can run multiple applications Unix based, but on PC you need the Hyper-V for that. So why WSL? Do you know that WSL comes with this GUI that is a bit bad? And I tried WSL 1, it was really bad at that point. I couldn't do any GUI, so I had to use Cypress on my testing, and I couldn't run Cypress at all. So what I did is that I kind of installed WSL2 now, and it works better. So I just want to use the stuff that are upgraded when they are good to use, because I cannot hop into WSL when I feel like it's not really that much good. Are you using use effect for that? What am I using use effect for? For the timer stuff? Why aren't you using CDs? Because I honestly don't have one. I have a really assembled a PC that is really small in types. I have the 4090, not 4090, sorry. I want to buy the 40. I have the 3090, and then there is a lot of stuff that I put into this like small machine, and honestly, I feel like it's too much to put a CD player that I don't need and I will never use, right? Can someone explain use effect? I can explain it. I think I can explain it very well. Let me just go here and I will try to explain it to you, right? So welcome to use effect planner. So what is use effect? Use effect is a React hook. That's first thing that you need to know. And there is 3 ways to use it, all right? Okay, let me just, you know what? Let me just delete everything and rewrite again, so you can see the full screen, yeah? So this is the use effect. Use effect. Am I actually tripping? Why does use effect? Where is it? Yeah. When I, you see what happened to me right now? When I did like this, I did this and then I didn't type the E uppercase. I felt really weird. I felt that that's not how you can write it. All right, there is 3 uses for it. The use effect comes with a dependency array. Therefore, if the dependency array is empty, there is no value there, then it will load only once. So once loaded, right? The funny part also, if it comes without anything, so without that dependency array, it will run. So without here that dependency array, it will run each time any state updates. All right. So any states in your app updates on that specific component where you write the use effect, this will fire the use effect to run again. Also, there is a 3 possibility also, which is here you put a value. So the use effect will run first time. So it run 2 times now, first time, and also when this value updates. This is it, right? There is one more thing to it also, that the use effect has a cleanup function. Cleanup function that is simply anonymous function like this. Wherever you put here will fire whenever the component closes. Component closes or re-renders. That's it. That's all the use effect. Am I wrong, chat? Maybe I am wrong about something. Please correct me if I'm wrong, okay? Yes, has a cleanup callback. Yeah. That's it. Abdu, thanks a lot for being that nice. Yeah, I know my stuff because I suffered from use effects. Suffered, literally. So make sure that if you have nothing, that you are actually updating every time that any states there. And that's it. I mean, I don't see anything more to it. Make sure also that when you have a value inside that dependency array, you will have 2 options. It will run first time, even if that value doesn't update. Because think about it like this. There is one thing actually called use layout effect that runs before the use effect. You can look it up. Use layout effect is actually a hook also, right? The use layout effect actually updates the states for the first time. So the state is empty. Let's say you have a state of an array that is empty, and then that array became 1, 2, 3, right? So this jump gets actually communicated by the use layout effect to the, what is it called? Like to the stack, or the to the GS stack of the DOM, and then the use effect will pick that up. So then that's why it runs for the first time here, because it knows that something updated, right? And you can block it, by the way. You can block it here. You can say, yeah, I don't want it to work at all. But for this, I don't think that there is a way to do it, and I don't have an example now, honestly. Yeah, I never used it because like to block the first render. If you want to block the first render, don't use a use effect. Yeah. Cool. That's it. Maybe I can tell you what is a use memo and stuff. I can elaborate, but if you have any idea about what is the hook that you want to understand, let me know and I will share. Yeah. Oh, could be state outside of the component passed as a prop. Shows words. I mean, no. I mean, if you have a component and then you have props here, another state can be passed as a prop, but this is what we call state drilling or props drilling, and we hate that, right? You want to the maximum that you have 1 prop drilling to 2 maximum and not more. If you see yourself that you are passing for many like props like this, probably will need to use memo somewhere. should let me work for you for free. I studied web dev for 3 years and never used it. Yeah, I mean, you know, with TanStack right now, there is this TanStack query part where you get like your data as a derived state. Therefore, you don't need you don't need use effects at all because you have caching. Therefore, yes, you can actually skip it. You can skip using use effects, but it's good also to use it sometimes just for tricky stuff. So now we are talking about use memo, right? Yeah. Use memo is a really nice one. I think I have an example in my app that I use the use memo for. Did I actually use it here? All right, let's check. Oh shit, this one. All right, anybody can read the component and explain me what I'm doing here. Read the component and explain me what I'm doing. All right. Oh man, I hated this part of the app at all because here I should have used this like something, I don't know, like React Redux or something like that, but I wanted to suffer. I don't know why. Oh gosh, some guy is so negative. He said that he wants to unalive himself just because he's a freshman and majoring CS. Ron is not a developer yet, but he knows his stuff. He's logically good enough for a developer position. Who's Terry Davis? I don't know who's that. All right. Oh, American engineer and computer programmer. Oh, he passed away recently, and also he did electrical engineering and built the Temple OS. Nice. Temple OS. All right, let me check what is that. Oh, Temple OS. Wow. He built his own OS basically. That's perfect. That this guy is like, if you think about it, it's not hard, by the way, to build your own OS. Think about it now. You just need like a good Unix-based something that you can install your stuff on, and that's it. And then you can start. And that's why we have like distros, what we call DSF or DOSF or something. For how many distros we have now. We have Mint, like Linux Mint, Linux whatever, Arch Linux. We have Kali Linux, Backtrack, if you remember Backtrack. Anybody remembers Backtrack? I don't know if it's still used or not. Backtrack Linux, it was called Backtrack 5. Install Backtrack to become a hacker. I remember 2013, it was like very much like I'm using TS, yeah, TypeScript. No, Kali Linux now. Yeah, it's called Kali Linux now. It was called Backtrack before. Yeah, so that's it. I'm also with David here. I'm using only Debian and Ubuntu because I really don't need anything else, right? And TypeScript, I don't know much also. Honestly, I only know how to do my types, and I got used to some certain types recently. I'll show you what I mean by that. So if you search out like HTML input, something like here where it gets a bit tricky. You see here, for example, you are using HTML input as a prop, where also the component prop needs to be 100% an input. That's tricky, but I will actually search for somewhere else where I use that. This is where I use that also, where I have a normal input, and this input needs to have a change function, and that change function you need to actually pass a change event, and you make sure to pass here what does the change event changes, and say it's changing based on HTML input element. This is the type that always gets me. I don't know what to use here, but I learned it the hard way, honestly. Yeah. So I'm going to get back to where I was actually explaining to you. So I was explaining use memo, and get with me here, get to focus with me, because this is really important thing to explain. So I'll see where am I right now to just know exactly to take this maybe to a video alone. So now we are doing 1 hour and 28 seconds. Okay, cool. So later on I will go back here and edit this video. So yeah, as we talked actually about the use effect, we said that the use effect has 3 options. The first one is that if the dependency array is empty, then it loads only once, and that's it. It doesn't update anymore, and it doesn't rerun or clean up until you actually close up the component or you exit the component. There is another way to it, like it also runs every time you have kind of like a state update, and that only happens when there is no dependency array, which is cool. I agree with everybody using it like this. If you have like, I don't know, like let's say a timer kind of component where you know each second it will update, so leave it as is. Here when you have something else like some values inside that dependency array, means that it will always render, or it will always actually work or get executed firstly when you render the component, and then when any value inside that dependency array updates. Therefore, then don't forget that there is a cleanup function that whenever the component closes or re-renders, it also works. Now we are talking more about the use memo. The use memo, I use it whenever I have like certain values that I need both of them equally to run at the same time, so I can re-render my component. So if this updates alone, then the component won't re-render, and the same thing here, it won't re-render if it updates alone as well. So what I need here is just I update this and update this at the same time, therefore I will render my component. In my case here, I'll show you, it's just a very simple one. I want actually my time video passed to kind of like to show that I have a new time only if the video play time, oops, sorry for that, only if the video play time updates, which means that I have kind of like a new time that updated by the user. Maybe now he changed the time to be from 15 minutes to 20 minutes, and then also the timeref.current to be playable or not. And that's it. That's it. So based on these two, my timer will update, and based on that I will know exactly where you are in the YouTube video that you are watching. And seems that's it. I mean, I don't have any other way to explain it, but that's what I use it for. By the way, this technique is called also memoization, and memoization means that you are actually trying to memoize certain component to not actually render always. All right, cool. Now B Studio said, nice haircut. Thank you, mate. I really appreciate it. Yeah. I don't know much about Flutter, but companies love React. I don't also know much about Flutter, but people love Flutter more than React. Yeah, which for me is a bit scary because I don't know why people are actually on the Flutter side. Maybe you guys let me know, because I know that you guys are more into the latest tech, right? Flutter is a cross-platform, right? Yes, also React Native is cross-platform. Anybody else dislikes Firebase? I do. I hate Firebase a lot. Once I used it here, I used to use Firebase when the database was free, but now that it's not free, I found out that I hate it just because it doesn't let me do what I want. Right? Which is bad. Okay, let's finish what we needed to finish. This timer thingy. So what I'm trying to do here is kind of to make this look good. So what I'm gonna do is just search for a way to do BG tailwind image. So I want actually to use a background image for my component, and in this case we can do BG URL, and I'm gonna actually copy one that I really liked from the internet. Hopefully I can find its link. Yeah, I found it. Copy image URL. So they said that if you want actually to do BG URL, where is it? I will just go here, BG cover, BG URL, yeah, BG URL, and I think, oh, okay, wait a second. I think I know how to do this, but I totally forgot. URL like that, right? Or like that. I'm not sure. Is it not a problem to write it like that? I have no idea actually. All right. Right now I'll just paste the full link for it. Or I will just do a constant of a background image, BG image or background. Or if it's a constant, I would rather write it all in caps. So I will show you how can I do that. Background image, and then I'll just do this, and then find my B. I will actually do this V inside Word, and then go U, so it becomes like that, and then copy it, and then basically here we need to do something very cool. It's just to surround around this, surrounded by that, and also we will use ticks. Change surrounding that to ticks. Oops, I clicked wrongly. Change surrounding that to ticks, and then therefore the URL here can be now a constant, right? Yeah. And we will use the background image. Where is my background backpack icon? What the hell? Background image. Seems cool. I mean, I hope that works. I don't really need to do much, but it seems like it's not working. Maybe because our application doesn't accept that, or maybe we have a course issue, right? Should be a course issue somewhere, right? Yeah, it says that there are some blockers, or maybe I have something to actually delete. Maybe I have a BG somewhere. You guys are, is that Tailwind? Yes, yes, yes. Oh, Johnny Carter actually explained to me that Firebase has a few, like a free tier. Honestly, I don't like then. If it's free tier doesn't let me to do stuff, then please no. Do you think it's a good way to learn backwards using AI than understand the code? Mia, that's what I do even at senior level. So don't worry too much about that. Do whatever you feel like it's good for you, and learn as much as you can. What is good for you to promise me though is that whenever you use AI, look back and look at what you're writing, right? Or what AI is writing, or just prompt the AI again to ask him what is he doing basically. Yeah. Frontend is literally just known placement and copying styles, but backend logic is complicated. Yeah, both this and that. I mean, yeah, it's not only that. Please don't generalize. Now I hate my job. What are you building in the string? What kind of string? Can you elaborate? Nice. What application observability tool do you suggest for monitoring? Yeah, Ryan, that's a really good question. I actually do this in my SaaSes. I use Datadog, and I use also Grafana. Grafana for kind of like spikes and generating like some analytical tools to know exactly how many users do I have, how many API calls do I have, how many stuff that I may also mock, so I can see when the server can go down or something like that. But for tracking, I used Mixpanel and Tilium. I feel like the UTag.js from Tilium is really amazing. It returns to you a possibility even to run models and promos in your app based on what the users did. And as also a JavaScript head, kind of like I use JavaScript a lot, Tilium helped me a lot actually to track and segment my audiences. But if you say this Dynatrace, that's how it's spelled hopefully, or Dynatrace is what you think is the next big thing, then we will put it on the README file for the next things to check. But yeah, Ryan, thanks for being here, and thanks for actually sharing this stuff, because it's also important for anybody who builds apps to know how to analyze them basically. Is that the correct word? To know how to do analytics, right? So you know exactly what to add, where your users are clicking, and so on and so forth. But yeah, that's nice. Also, there is this tool that is free to play and open source. It's called Open Replay. It can actually show you replays about what the users are doing in your app. It requires a lot of stuff like to be done from your side, basically in your backend, where you need to maybe some DevOps containers to contain these videos that you can watch later on, or you make these videos actually very small in size. It depends, but you need a lot, like terabytes of data to actually be stored. Yeah. How long does it take you to write all that code? All this code here, just copy pasted it, but the other code in the app around 2 weeks, because the app is not complete yet. Oh, Sentry. All right, I never heard of this. Sentry. All right, I'll search it. But yeah, thanks for sharing. Also, now I know. Sentry application performance monitoring and error tracking software. Okay, let's check the pricing, because always what scares you is the pricing. Look at this business, $80 per month. That's not bad, but depends on what they give you. 50 errors for business, that's it. 50k errors a month, that's fine. 50 replays only. So you see, you pay $80 only for 50 replays. Otherwise, if you want, let's say 10,000, you have 10,000 users, every one of them connects 2 times to your app a day, do a lot of stack, do a lot of actions, it will be really much that you will pay around, I don't know, 1,000 at least. Shouldn't that background image be in a style and not in a class? Does Tailwind generate that? Yeah, Tailwind will generate it. Yeah. I mean, I am also was surprised when I saw that, because I found out, okay, let me see, maybe I am wrong, right? Maybe also our image doesn't exist. Let me check it, because I feel like the image now is just a string, right? So it kind of should be placed in a string, probably. That's the correct one, Tenet. And still it's not generated correctly. So you are right. Maybe there is some problem here that I need to check. I see the background style. Let me just do this background URL and then put it hard coded basically. I'm trying to find out if that will work. Or let me just copy the background again. Copy URL image. This is the background that we're trying to do. So the one that I copied on top here. So I can substitute it again to show you. And at this point, I have no idea actually how it works, but it seems like if I put the URL like this and I put it, it does work, yes, but it's a bit bad. I will put it as a style then, because this is what I want to achieve, right? So here I will have the days instead of this timer here. It will be here inside like a really nice box, kind of. The image looks fine, it's responsive cover, but yeah, but it needs to be really really working, because now the background is not loaded. This is a style. Okay, I'll put it as a style component then, a style attribute, and then see how it works. So I'll go back then to where it was, but I will leave it there for the background image. So what our guy here is saying is that you can go up and then find that and go here. I'll just put a style, and this style will be like this, and this background image, and that where we will call our background, wherever it's called background image actually. Very bad. Background image equal background image in a very uppercase. Now it works. Yeah, it works. This is very nice actually. I'm really surprised that it works like that. Yeah, but that's nice. Now I can just work on the part where I need just to style the timer in the middle, right? Cool. I mean, thank you guys for the tips. Hopefully I'm not boring you with this kind of simple stuff that we're doing. Yeah. Gotta be the tactile mechanical keyboard. I didn't show you my keyboard. Like, now you're gonna see very beautiful keyboard. How can I show you? Can you read maybe what is the letters are or something? So what I have here is what's called the kinesis, and it's not silent actually. Mine is very hardcorely, very much not silent. But when I wanted to buy the silent, I couldn't. Yeah, the Kinesis 360 Advantage Pro. Yeah, wow, you know it, Abdo. That's nice. Above and beyond. Above and beyond. Above and beyond. That's what you mean by it. Yeah. All right. You have one and yours is wired. Oh, cool. So above and beyond, where are you from? I'm sure that most of you right now are Americans in the chat, because I don't have a lot of Germans left, people. Yeah. Yeah, Josh is correct here. He said just use styles, bro. Correct, it works 100%. Can you preview the website? Yes, I can. Just give me a second. Oh, you're from Texas. What language is this? This is React. So above and beyond is Texas. We have Canada. We have the Netherlands. Are you able to reactivate and deactivate Instagram account? What does that mean? I don't understand you. Okay. The guy said that he has a Logitech MX Key Mini. All the custom boards are too much, and I like wireless. I also like wireless. I feel like they advanced enough that the wireless now are really good. Okay, then I will delete this one here just to make it prettier, and then we move on. So for me, where is the timer? Here we go, the Pomodoro part. I just want to pass some props now, and for this timer I'm gonna use both of them. I will use 2 timers. Is it correct to use 2 timers? No, it's not. Even though, wait a second, I have a tabulation here. Well, look at me doing some crazy stuff. I have a tabulation, which means that I have 2 tabs that I switch between. Once this focused, then the other will be visible. Otherwise, each this or that, basically. But this is wrong, because I need actually to have 1 timer that switches between. Actually, that's wrong what I did here, but I have 2 sections. Yeah, the ID of focus timer and the ID of the other one is a break timer, and they both are 2 different sections. Very nice. So if I click on the focus part, this is handle change tab. Oh my god. And I change based on the current target, right? Set active tab, and if the active tab is there, then therefore I don't see the style for the active tab actually. Where is it? Here you go. If active tab, then break timer hidden. Well, look at me being crazy. I sometimes even hate my job just because I did something too much ago and I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, there is a very major thing in React 19. You are actually having the possibility that your components will be reread themselves to know which one is memoized and which are not. So the using the memo will be automatic. Also, one thing, there is a new hook called just use like that, and it's very similar to 10-stack query. And if something is actually like a backend SSR component that you used above, that has some data coming up from the backend and you need to refresh, you just use that use hook basically, and it will work. I didn't work yet professionally with React 19, but I think I will do in the future when everything is good. Which programming languages you think is better in this decade, 2025? Sinad asked that. I mean, for now, I always will advise you to go Python if you want to learn. Otherwise, if your goal is to do web development, go for JavaScript. That would be amazing. What's your favorite laptop to work with? I work with a Mac OS, but lately I hated Mac so much. I don't know why. I prefer now to not work on Mac anymore, with the WSL being on PC, honestly. Yeah. WSL made my life very easy. So now if you give me a powerful laptop, like a Windows laptop where I can play video games on the side also, that will be really good. And I will code on WSL all the time, because I will use NeoVim or something for coding. Yeah. Nice. What else? What kind of stack, guys, you are using at work? By the way, I need to ask. I need to know my viewers what they do. M series skin. I mean, some people are really happy with Macs. Some people are not. Yeah. Ron, by the way, WSL now started to use the GUI, and it's very amazing. Very cool also. What am I making? I'm making right now a timer that works perfectly with my app. That is a white noise app. I know, above and beyond. I think that's fine. You know, my team is all in Texas, by the way. I work at with other contractors sometimes with Adobe, if you know it, and they have a lot of like offices in Texas and around also that area. And they are really amazing people. They do use React as well, but they outsource everything to Europe. So they outsource a lot with Europe. And now I am in Germany, and sometimes now if I just hop into Slack or something, I will find them already talking there and stuff. Yeah. I mean, Texas is good people with low taxes. Oh, that's what I heard. You know what is a 2-room apartment in Munich like will cost you now 600k. I heard there in Texas it's much cheaper. I'm kidding. Oh, I don't know actually the prices about the housing there, but maybe someday if I just change my passport to a German and I get more access to the world, I'll just move to the US. But when I retire, probably. Our guy here, Arknight, sorry for that. He said he's taken data structure for computer science and he's doing it in C++. That's perfect. But this is not Python. This is TypeScript React. But stick with C++ maybe to learn the basics and then move to Python. That's probably good for you. And then if you want to kind of like continue with only C++, that's also good for you. I mean, it depends on you of where you want to land. If you want to land on front end or back end. Well, if 400k is for a house, then 400k here will get you a 2-rooms apartment that is around 90 meters square. 90 meters is so much less than 1,600 square feet, my friend. and it's kind of crazy. Yeah, so it's kind of like the double the prices in Munich are the double in Germany, kind of. Yeah, you can get something decent for 800k, let's say here. That's what you just mentioned there, like a house with like 3 rooms apart, 3 rooms, maybe 4 top, that are spacey, right? I'm from Munich, which is German city in the south of Germany, in Bayern. M Series said, can't you get like a mansion in Texas for anything? I don't know, but I you know why I'm asking? Because I am in this phase of my life where I'm 30. Soon I will be 31, and I'm honestly thinking about where I will end with my life and stuff like that, right? So I'm thinking at some point, like, where should I buy my first home and call it like home, literally, and there where I will be based. No, I'm not saying that the German home is 10k. I'm saying that if you compare it with Texas, the thing that he just mentioned in the chat. Okay, you know what? Well, I will show you. Because what's better than showing you, right? I will pick a random house in Munich. What is it called? Emo Scout? Yeah, I mean, same thing. I will just show you an example. For just a 4-bedroom apartment. This is the funny part about this. Here you go. This is Dusseldorf, by the way, which is very far. Let me check Munich. I was actually looking at Düsseldorf not so long ago, and I'll pick out Düsseldorf and I'll just do like this. So look at this. So 1 million to 1 million 1.8 just for something like that. So this, what, this is 43 meters, and that's crazy, man. Like, these people are got out of their heads. Look at this. What the hell, what are they doing, man, with the market? Like millions. So 73 to 120 32 is what cost you from 700k to, am I crazy? Am I crazy? So this is like a 3-room. Actually, probably this is not even the full house. This is just yeah, so it's kind of like yeah, and it's even not in a good place. Yeah, so I don't like this at all. I don't like this at all, and I don't think that that's really good. All right, so we were talking about housing and stuff like that, so now we go back to coding. All right, the guy said, David said, search out 800k home in Brownsville, Texas. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that I would get surprised, and then I would just be your guest tomorrow. David, I will knock your door and be like, hey, I'm just staying here until my home gets done, so let's go get some steak or something. Okay, Brownsville, what is it called? Brownsville, Texas. All right, so oof. Wow, what? No, man, look, don't like get me excited. Are these like really good prices real? Because also it seems like as if now this is like too much. Okay, okay, but Brownsville, Texas, yeah, it's just on the border. Come on. Yeah, so our guy here wants us to see these houses. So basically, Brownsville, as you see on the left side here, this is the basically you live in Mexico, you don't live in Texas. You will have a problem. At least you need to know that Trump built the wall already, at least for this part of the town. There's this crazy 3 bedrooms 2 bathroom stuff that are crazy good, but I mean, yeah, for a house like this, I mean, it's too good to be true for me, actually, thinking about it, right? And also maybe people don't like that area for reasons with the border and stuff like that. Brownsville, Texas. Price cut. So, and you will get a price cut, by the way. Look at this. Holy moly, man, I don't want to watch anymore because I will get like a very bad home like for that price. Oops, we have a problem with our modem. Let me check. We're back, right? Nice. Yeah, I have a problem with my internet, guys. Sorry for that. Sometimes it interrupts and comes back. So now I'll read like the comments again. So we are still looking for, talking about houses, right? Okay, so Above and Beyond said he makes 6 figures and he can't afford. For sure, for sure. I mean, it depends also on your credit and also on how much the bank can give you and how much you will spend on it and how much down payment it will be. And for me, every day I pass in Germany, I think that I'm not getting anything. So that's what comes to my mind. Even though that I own home in my home country, I'm originally from Tunis, North Africa. And there it's fine, it's cheaper compared, and I own my own place. It's like 180 meters square. I don't know how much it is, and like 3 floors. We don't have a garden, big one. We have one in the back end, but in the backyard, in the back. Look at me, and I'm all IT today. Yeah, but overall, it's kind of cool to not just be pressured by doing 6 figures. And we all, I think, do that amount of money if we are in Europe and we are engineers or whatever, or doctors or whatever, and then you make 500k a year or whatever, and then you cannot afford a house because prices are going to the roof. I don't make 500k, but I'm saying if I make 100 and I cannot buy something with just like a bank loan or something, they won't even approve it just because you cannot afford it. That will be super sad. And I asked my dad what he did, how much my dad bought the house that I just told you about. He bought it for 10k in 1991. So 3 years before I was born in 1994. 3 years, my dad was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have a kid. Let me think, I have 50k saved or whatever, let me buy 5 houses. Like that. I mean, what did change? I mean, my dad made 600 euros a month, I think, at that time. And it was too much money for him. He saved it. Yeah. My dad bought our first home for 10k only, actually. Yeah. And you know, but he financed it. He was like, no, I won't pay 10k once. I will finance it for 20 years. You know how much I think he paid 20 euros a month or something like that. Until they came up to his place and he said, come on, pay us the rest. Like, I remember when it was like the last 3 years of that mortgage. He did 10 years mortgage, I think, paying like 20 years a month or something. And then he said to himself, you know what, I'll just go and pay the rest. And he paid like 2,000 euros or something. Yeah, in Tunisia, it was the fact and what happens in North Africa is just also cheap, you know. You can live, like as a single person, you can live, let's say, with 300 euros a month alone, right? And a lot of engineers now that are my friends who works in Europe and live there, they are balling. They have Porsches, they have whatever they want to have, literally, because just simply that it's kind of like the same life kind of costs, but divided by 5. If he still be in Europe, he will pay 5 more than he pays there. So that's the problem, right? Our house right now that my dad bought for 10k cost is now around 320, 350k, right? So it made 35x. So let's think about it. Each year he doubles his money, kind of. And that's crazy. Yeah. So I make around 100k. I make exactly 140k, and I'm living in Germany as a software engineer. Let me think about it. Maybe a bit more than 140 because I have like 2 contracts, multiple SaaSes and stuff like that. But the thing is that we have also something called the Finanzamt. All the Germans here will know that the Finanzamt will be your enemy. So this is how the Finanzamt works. They come to you. Not comfortable. I will tell you why. Because if you want to, we do payouts on our taxes. And this is my life. Okay, let me show you what I did. So kind of, yeah. So to live normally, these are my expenses. So I make, let me just think about it like this. Because you think that 140, let's do 140. Why I said 140? Because you divide it by 12, it will become like the span of 13.6 or something like that. I don't know. Let's just say 13k, right? And the 13k is divided by 2 because 50% goes in taxes, right? So as a contractor, you will just get to pay taxes, right? So I get left with 8k to 7k to 8k a month, right? So if I think about this, this is really good for Germany because nobody actually that I know of, only doctors make this kind of money, right? Yeah, 50% tax. Yeah. So 50%, and it depends. Now it's 54% for 2025. Yeah. So this is what I end up with usually. And this is what I do. I pay 1,770 rent. Exactly, right? I have a BMW M3 that I pay for how much a month? I financed it for 3 years, which is really good, I think. And it was kind of like, this is what I'm actually doing right now. So this is what I just said. So 140k a year divided by 12, 13k, let's say, and then 7k to 8k a month. You have this rent. You have a car costs around 700 euros a month. You have around food 1000, let's say. I don't pay much. I now have a kid, maybe 1200, something like that on food. The biggest thing is rent. Honestly, at this pace, I was thinking that I get my own house and I pay mortgage. Why should I rent, right? Yeah, but in Munich, it's a no-no. You cannot do that, right? Yeah, what else do I have? Internet, gym, stuff like that. Insurances. I did the funny part though, which I went to do have like around 350 in insurances. And why did I do percent? It should be euro. Yeah. I have also kind of, how much is it? Around for the car insurance and stuff like that. So 700 euros. We can take it to 900 because the M3 is kind of high maintenance. So that is 165 for its insurance every month. And then I was smart. So here I will get left with 4,000, let's say, right? Not even 4,000. 4,000. Yeah, something like that. Okay, let's say 4,400. What I did is that I went to myself and said, okay, I need to save myself as soon as possible. There is actually one part is that you need to know that here the thing with when you retire, basically, what is that called? I don't know what the pension, right? The pension is very low. So if you get right now 8k a month, you will basically get only 1k later, or 1k.5 maximum as your pension. So what I did, I took these, I divided them by 2, and I put my money like this, 500 into ETFs each month. I pick the MSCI World one. By the way, I did 32% on last year, which was really good. And I pick 1,500 each month, to pay into something called Swiss Life. Swiss Life is like an insurance for pension, that if you give them 1,500 a month, they guarantee to give you back around 4k when you get to the pension. Plus this 1,500 will be invested into the same ETF kind of also, right? So then you will end up in 30 years, you will end up with at least 1.5 million, right? Which is really cool. Yeah, because if you think about it, I said 1.5 because I'm doing 6% per year. Right. That's it. We have some guy joining the chat with the negative comments saying the code is so bad. The code is so bad. Cry about it. We are just building an app using only hooks and stuff. We're not introducing any stuff. So we are starting from scratch and then moving forward. So if you have any suggestions, you also have our GitHub. You can go there and let us know. Yeah. Let us know what to change. David asked, we have two Davids in the chat. What are you using to draw or write on screen? I'm using excalidraw.com. Just write this and I will write it in the chat and pin it. Yeah, that's what I'm using. I'll pin it. Yeah, but I'm also not that very good with certain stuff. So the most of what I'm making is just because I thought carefully and I made my good decisions when I was young. That's it. But yeah, 50% is a lot of taxes, and it's getting higher this year also, above and beyond. And David, who are actually asking about, we're talking about the houses market and how it's really bad. Yeah, Sebastian, actually I think bootcamps are good choice for now. I have like a good bootcamp that I saw in Udemy from a guy called Colt Steele. Like, he has a very good also YouTube channel. You can search him out. He has a really good bootcamps for JavaScript stuff. Yeah. David actually mentioned also about the experience in the US and stuff. I mean, in the US you will make more for sure. In the US I would probably make double or triple. Cobra Miss asked, are you freelancer also? Yeah, I do freelance sometimes, but not much, honestly. 500 ETFs, what you buy, 33%. No. I mean, what I said about the ETFs, that I choose MSCI World always, because MSCI are basically the most known companies now, right away. Tesla, Amazon, Google, and Nvidia. And the only hit that I took is when Nvidia lost that 500 trillion thingy. I lost like 2% or 3% instantly. I saw it like dropping very much, like, but then it recovered. Yeah. And here Colton asked, how can I learn? Actually, there is this website that I always share with you also, guys. It's called roadmap.sh. This website really helpful for you to know your roadmap and maybe move forward from there. Maybe Ron can pin it, or B Studio if you are in the chat. Yeah. Good. Oh, you are in that area. That's nice. I mean, if you are in Seattle or somewhere there in Silicon Valley as well, in the, what is it called, West Coast, then you are probably more to get a job than anybody in the world, actually. Right. So so yeah, or you just go, as Above and Beyond said in the chat, you go crypto, meme coin, and try your luck. Is the quality of life in Germany good? At least, yeah, David, it's really good. I think it's not that bad, and you can go really well with your lifestyle here, and you're feeling safe for your children and stuff, and that's really amazing. Yeah. What broker do you use for investing? I use Deka broker. It's called Deka, D-E-K-A, and it's with my bank, which is a German bank, so I use them. I don't use anything else. All right, let me check. Actually, we are trying to reach out to 7K followers, and I hope that we did something now. I'm just trying to check how many are we now. Oh, 6,882. So we still have 118 to go. So if you are here new and stuff, please follow, because that will help us actually reach out to our goal, which is the 7K mark. 2 days ago we reached 6K, by the way, so now we gained around 800. That's really cool. Nice. All right, so let's continue coding. Let's make the goal of us today done, and not go away from our goal, which is to develop this timer. Yeah, nice. So what we have here is a very bad code, actually, as one of the chatters said. We need the timer to be able to, we have the diff section of focus time here, where we are using this convert timer. What I'm gonna do actually is, maybe I'll return that. I'll copy the timer and get it down just for the sake of it, and the props for this one will be we can actually destructure the props like this. So we just do time equal to just wherever inside here, v inside that, and then I will delete it, and then I'll paste it here, and then we can do the same. That's the focus timer, and this is the break timer. So I'll just do this break timer. That's cool. I'm supposedly this will work out of the bat, but the only thing that it will have a problem with is that now it contains not the correct data, because That timer is not red at all. All right, cool. Let me just think about it one more time. We don't need the BJ here at all. We not need this as one. And also the text should be not a problem. Here as well should not be a problem. Just that. I'm thinking about deleting word. And then we go to this timer and see what we can do. The time though. Oh, it's called time, not timer. I'll just fix it up then it will be correct. All right, so now we have that. I don't know why my background is not working again. If you are not seeing what I'm doing, it's just I'm looking at the app right now. I have this days there. I don't see my background yet. It should be here. The div class of that, and then we have, oh, it's not even rendered for some reason. And let me actually, just for fun of it, I'll just pass the timer here, right? Okay, so it's not even passed. Okay, all right, so that's fine now. At least I know that the timer is there. If I start it, it will start counting. Okay, if I just go focus, it also start counting. All right, I'll show you also that. So now I am having the timer working. The only thing that I need to do now is just to figure out how to return back with the styles and stuff like that. Is my internet bad still? I think Ron, you had now the problem. Yeah, I have the, oh, my posh. Yeah, correct. How did you know that? I mean, the theme of oh, my posh is in here actually, but you knew that. Wow, good catch. Very good catch. You follow any Twitch/X coders? I feel dumb compared to the Primogen. Yeah, I mean too, I feel dumb compared to him, but the Primogen is not that smart, honestly. He's just too much talking and too much hotkeys on NeoVim. But anybody can be him. I mean, he's how much old is he? 45 something? I mean, give me 15 years and I'll probably be in the dark web coding and Twitch in there. How do you think lead code is that much important if you ended CS? I mean, lead code is important only for the interview process time period, but then you don't need it that much, right? Yeah. By the way, guys, I think if you like this stream, it will reach out to more people. That will be nice if you do. Thanks a lot. Awesome. All right, then. Why are people talking about kebab? How did we end up talking about kebab in the chat? Oh man, if Turkish people make it, blah blah blah, and then someone said kebab for out of no reason, right? Nice. You recommend me some courses or books to read to learn lead code? I think the only place that I will maybe share with you is leadcode.com. I mean, there where I learn, everybody is actually getting their stuff, lead code problems from there. And if you finish up, let's say 50% of these lead code questions that are medium to easy, you won't get the hard questions, I think, in interviews. Hard questions are just for people who want you not to be there in their team. And that's it. Why are you spreading the object inside the timer? I honestly don't know. I got used to that, but what I wanted to do actually I can do it like this. I will just delete this one as well and do it like this. Timer equal, and that will work as a prop. But for some reason I got used to that, because whenever I have multiple props I just do them like that, right? But you are correct, it should be like this. Yeah, so let me correct it, and I will just do it like that, and this one should be deleted though. Are you happy like that? I mean, this is cool also. This should work. Yeah, cool. It works perfectly. Nice. Yeah. If I have multiple props, I only spread. I don't know why, but yeah, it looks better like that. All right, man. Thank you. Have you used Django before? Depresti is here. No, I didn't, but I wish I would. Maybe I'll learn Python with you guys. Maybe by the end of the year, this year. I will keep, by the way, streaming every day until the end of the year. This is my challenge. Only in August, I will take some break and then get back later. But the thing is, it will be really funny to kind of do this and see where we can reach out. Maybe we can reach out to 50k viewers someday or something like that. 50k followers, sorry, I said. Funky Solution said he working with Astro, but he loves it and hates it at the same time. Well, tell me about it. I'm working with React right now, and I love it and hate it at the same time, so we are on the same level. All right, so for now we are actually trying to do this. The thing is that this is kind of crazy what is happening. The background image is not working anymore for some reason. Maybe because we are using the timer inside this section that needs its BJ to be white. Let me refresh this to see why the timer is not doing anything. Okay, so this is the call span for that. It doesn't come with its styles for some reason. Interesting. Let me see where I'm actually getting the timer from. So it's from the usable timer, that's correct. And for some reason I am unable to know why my styles are not working correctly here. The style seems not to be loaded at all, actually. Let me just stop the app. I will just npm run dev again. Yeah, it's not working, yeah, which is a bummer. Focus and a break. The background is not showing up at all. Which is a bit of a cheesy thing to have at this point. We have sections. The first section has a tacos timer that has a class of false. I don't know what is that. Ah, the class of false are hidden now. Well, so this is a focus timer. Yeah, I'm trying actually to debug the issue why it doesn't show up. So this one should have a style somewhere that changes the background, but I doubt that it should be that down. For some reason, maybe when I deleted that, maybe let me just do this. I'll go here as well and change it to timer. Yeah, now it's coming. All right, so now I'm confused. Is it getting the image from there or there? It's both, kind of. I'm just refreshing the page. I have no idea. So when you overwrite it like that, it works. But when you put this down, it doesn't work. Weird, right? That's weird. Then let's use the normal approach with actually just making this a literal, the background image. So, or maybe I have an idea, is just to leave this empty for now and see if this will work. No. Alright, I will just chase around on that to ticks. Oops. Chase around that to ticks again, and make sure that I use here an object literal. Background image again. And see if that will work. Why it's not working though, I think I have forgot something. Yeah, this all be around ticks. This all needs to be surrounded by that. Correct. So now it's not working anymore, which is a bummer. I have no idea what is happening actually. Why does it pick it sometimes and does it not pick it some other times? So now the BG like that is wrongly passed. Maybe also if we just add the ticks, maybe that will save us. But that makes no sense, right? Because what? Okay, that's working. The ticks saved us. All right. You know what? And then I won't use the style at all. This one. No. Delete that. And then if it works like that, I'll just make this full. Why though it's not taking the full one? I have no idea now. Maybe because this focus timer or this one is a flex. So this focus timer is not taking the call span full. Well, it should be. The height is there. The gap is there. The flex is there. Just BG center. Nice. BG cover also. That's nice. Yeah. I think the W full is also not doing well. Let me just do it like this. What could be the issue? Even though that we are putting the call span to be full, it just doesn't give us the width. All right, and I will just give it a controllable width. I don't care at this point. I'll just go here and be like, you know what? Take a width of something big. Let's say 96. Yeah, that's fine for me now. Honestly, it can be more for sure. What do you have? Auto maybe? No, auto is wrongly. Alright, do we have 100 something, or maybe half of the screen or something like that? That seems wrong. Screen. Yeah, this seems cool, but this will follow also how big is the screen, kind of. That's really bad to have. Yeah, which is not what I want to achieve, honestly. Yeah, I will be happy with that 96 for now then. That seems okay, as long as we don't break it, and then I will just give it somewhere here it can follow up to be the full section. Maybe if we go to this and check, what do we have? So this is taken the full span, and we are inside these sections, right? Are these sections necessary though? Maybe that will do something about it. Let me just delete this now. No. Let me go back then to return these sections, and maybe this div needs to be also taken a class name of call span full. At this point I don't know, but it's not bad to try. It's not working as well. Okay, what should we do then at this point? Got it. All right. Then the width full should be nice. but I don't want it to be that full. All right, I'll just give it some paddings, and maybe the padding will be a bit bigger than it's supposed to be, and then I'll just give it the padding of X, and then I will pick like something like 2.5 rems or 3 rems should be fine. Yeah, cool. That is fine for me. Cool. If I just go like this, the timer always will be really following like the screen, which I really don't hate. And here I will place kind of like some of the base stuff that the user can see. So the timer, also the reset buttons and the focus and stuff, I will take them always with the timer to be inside of it probably, and we move from there, right? Cool. I mean, that's not bad. Let me hide that, and go back to coding and reading comments. Let me show you again what does this app do. So imagine this timer that is very tiny now. You just came in here, the app is called Study With Me basically, and you have your friend and you want to study together, so you have kind of like a timer, and it will be actually based on a socket later. So basically you both of you can have a timer for how much time you are going to work. And I'm gonna right now play some sounds that you will hear. And also there is this water stream or something. There is a lunchtime lounge. So all of these are just voices that you can search out as well. The searching right now is really bad, but it does work, right? And also if you want to play something from YouTube, you have the possibility to do that, right? And you can say, hey, I want to have my iframe. By the way, this iframe will be hidden. It won't be there once this app is live, kind of. It's just that your iframe right now is there to show that you are playing. There is a play button here below that you can see. If you click it, it will run it. If you pause, it will pause. If you click it again, it will run it. If you pause, it will pause. So it's kind of like we'll have this hidden, but still you don't see it, but you hear it, kind of, which is cool actually. Right now I will do the second thing for this app is just to maybe create some of the volume adjusting stuff, and that's really cool. Yeah. Ron asked, are YouTube tutorials really any good quality? Yeah, I mean, YouTube tutorials are what helped me understand coding mostly, and especially for lead coding and understanding what people are talking about when they lead code. That was really cool. Hey bro, I'm working on Spring Boot Angular project. Do you have any interest to do UI work? I might help you if you want. You can share with me. By the way, for all of you who are here and want to keep in touch and stuff, we have in my profile we have a Discord link, and there you click the Discord and go to my Discord to just chat with me there. I'm not sure of how many people today joined, but I will check. I will read their names if they joined actually. So here I see in the chat some people actually there. So yeah, I see 2 people already joined after midnight, Andrew and some other guy, but all good. Yeah, you can still join in right now. It would be amazing to see you there. And also we are very close to actually have 7,000 followers, so if you are up for it, do it. I mean, go follow right now and share the live stream with your friends if you want. All right, so we are 74 people away from actually hitting the 7,000 followers, which is really cool. Is this React? Yes, it is React, kind of. Yeah. So now I will work on this. I want to actually look at the timer and how it looks. Right now it looks really different from what I want it to be, but so const hours or minutes, I actually don't know what is this. It's timer I'll just split the timer for now. Split it by that inside, because I know that it's two things at the same time. So this will be the first one, the 0, and on seconds equal same thing. But this is bad, by the way. We need to get the seconds. I will do that as a hook later on, so we don't have to worry about this now. Just to see how it looks and work on it, and then we will change it, right? So that's cool. So now I will just play with it. I'll just do like minutes and see if that will change, kind of. And I'll do like this, seconds, and see if that... Oh, I wrote minutes wrong. Yeah. Oops. The inside word, and I'll just go here. Actually, it should be working fine. Yeah, correct. So yeah, it is working fine. Bro, in my job 85% is now ChatGPT. Me too, actually, but not that much. Honestly, like 20% of my job is ChatGPT. I found it so chaotic. Angular component style quite better. Yeah, I mean, it depends. Observables are shit. Well, tell me about it. I'd like to take a moment though to thank my best coworkers, and they aren't even alive. Oh wow. Yeah, the best coworkers now are AI. Very nice to have that, actually. AI is your friend, right? Wow, we are very close to actually the 7,000 now. Very amazing. Fayez said how he can learn. There is this website that I always share. It's called roadmap.sh. Please go there for learning. It's really amazing, and I will share it with you if you DM me. Please, yeah, DM me and I will share with you some stuff. Alright, so they are, yeah, BStudio there actually mentioned it in the comment. It's called roadmap.sh to learn. Just go there, Faiz, and you will find everything you need. You will choose basically what kind of stack you want to have, or maybe what kind of job, and move forward from there. But yeah, they won't replace us, I think. Yeah. All right, float left. That's nice. All right, so yeah, I mean, at this point now, I think we have a problem, because the countdown element should be here. So this should be inside here, hopefully, right? And I need to do it like this. Let me think about it. Maybe we can put minutes there and write here minutes. And just leave this part also in the code to be the next thing. I'm not sure actually. Oops. I need to see in my registry which one I copied right now. Is this class timer, and then I'll just paste it here. So now this one will have the same kind of approach, but it will be seconds, and here seconds. That's it. We don't need hours, we don't need anything else. So basically this all we can get rid of. And as our friends actually said, this needs to be refactored for sure. So now let me show you how it looks. It looks very beautiful actually. Maybe I will make it a bit bigger so you guys can see it. I will make maybe the text for the minutes to be 3 or 4 XL maybe. Is there 4 XL? Yeah, that's better. Let's do 6 XL. Is there maybe 6? There is 6 XL. That's nice. Same thing here. Replace 6. And for that one, I will just do 2XL maybe. And here as well, 2XL. All right, nice. It looks good, better. So now we have that, and then when we click, very good actually. It looks really nice, right? Amazing. Cool that we did that. Now we think about how can we refactor this part. We will call it like small timer or timer slot or something like that. It depends, right? What should we call it? What should we call the component? I mean, it depends on you also. How much do you want me to do it in this? What are you trying to build? Is Meekier. Nice name. I'm trying actually to build a white noise app that has also a Pomodoro effect where you can do your timer while studying. That would be nice. Margin button, my friend. Don't worry, my friend. Don't worry. We are moving one by one. Okay. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I agree with you. Asking AI sometimes is really good. Thought this was CSS. It's a Tailwind basically. Hamid said that he's working on an app that he can share with us if you want, and then we will look at it. This is also another section of our live streams, is that, guys, if you share your apps or if you share kind of projects on GitHub, I will look at them and I will give my rating, even though that I'm not maybe qualified sometimes to look at some stuff that are daily, like Python related or something like that, but I will still do my best to kind of look, right? All right, so the timer now looks good. The focus timer and the other part is really amazing. Nice. Now I need kind of to make this better. Nico asked how many hours. I always do everyday streams and 3 hours basically. That's what I do. So now we are streaming for nearly 3 hours. 2 hours and 41 minutes. Yeah. Which language is that? It's React. And by the way, this is one of my New Year resolution. I want just to become streamer. So I said every day until the end of the year. We are already on 6,000 now. Did we reach 6,000, 7,000 already? No, we didn't. We are close. 6,933 people. And if it works, then yeah, I will be really happy. And it's kind of like a new resolution for me. I don't care about what people think. I'll just go for it. All right, so our friend here is German. He made a very good app. QR code something. I'll just share my screen for that for everybody to see. He has when I click price, it doesn't scroll, but I will go. So I will try to translate this if I can. I cannot know how can I do this page translated automatically. I don't know why it doesn't detect that. All right. Oh man. Okay, let me refresh. All right, so I will try to kind of like explain what I understand, because my German is really bad. So it's a solution for digital QR codes that are somewhere with gastronomy related, the digital solution for gastronomy and industry. And this one says digital menus, QR codes, and easy management for restaurants, cafe, bars. Start now, and you can watch the demo. So if you start, you need to make an account. Otherwise, how does this function? I mean, why when I click nothing happens? So maybe you can fix that. I'll try to translate this for you guys. But no, so basically you have a menu here. That's what I understand from digital menu, and then he will make a QR code for you, and then that QR code will be contactless, and then people can see your menu online, and there will be also live updates and menu orders if you wanted to have it, right? This is a good app, actually, very good app. I mean, do you have buyers already or still don't? Yeah, I think he's still building it as it's in railway, so he's still building it. So yeah, shout out to our friend here, Mohammed, and hope he actually reach out the best, right? All right, so now he is sharing also a copy of how the menu should look like. I will just take a look at it because this is wow. Okay, so now Mohammed is sharing with us this very good name, by the way. And then here you go. So here we have like how the menu should be like, if it's halal or whatever. So now if you do this, you choose, it's kind of remind me of Leferando, which is Just Eat, the application that we all know of, and seems good. So if someone actually pushes like some orders like this and go here and do like Bestellung, it will kind of go to the, yeah, it will go as a notification probably to the restaurant, right? Perfect, mate. I mean, I wish you all the best. Seems very clean. Thank you for sharing. I'll go Gauss on this one. Bruschetta. I like this haram auflauf. I don't know. Haram casserole. So this contains pork, and he called it haram auflauf, like the haram kavlauf. If you don't know what is haram, it's basically opposite to halal. So it's kind of crazy. Schokoladenkuchen, okay, and then you can choose, and then you have on your Warenkorb, which is like basically the cart, and then you can delete, and this works perfectly, so it does count. And then you do this, and then it will pass to basically the restaurant. Yeah, cool. I mean, good functions, and seems like really good to be having this developed. And if you need help, let me know. Yeah, that's nice. Thank you for sharing. Spring Boot and Angular. Yeah, I actually figured out. I knew it, like that you used Angular. What theme is that? For me, I'm using TokyoNite theme, by the way. TokyoNite is one of the best themes for NeoVim. Oh, some guy said you're a good teacher. Thank you a lot. I mean, I try also to support the people that are in the chat, and I don't want also to say no to anyone. I will always try my best to kind of push forward anybody who shares me anything. And by the way, we said that we are close to 7,000 followers now, which is really great, because if you guys follow, that would be amazing. Cappuccino, TokyoNite. Really? Is there Catpuccino or Cappuccino? How could you tell he used Angular? Because there is like this extension for components, and my extension wasn't detecting React. Yeah, so 100% I knew it's Angular, and also because I saw some styles on the side of my screen. Yeah, and I also didn't see the ID of root, and I saw app root. If you see app dash root, basically it probably also Angular, because also in that app root you will have like the ng for Angular. Okay, nice. Now we move on with making the timer. Now I'm thinking about it. If the reusability of the timer is like that, let's make a folder called timer. Let's take this one, maybe copy it, paste it in the timer there, timer, rename it to index. That will be better. And then delete this one, go back here, that's our index for the timer, and then go here and make a slot.tsx. So timer slot basically, because that's inside the timer folder, right? And for the timer slot, it's just simple as this. We have all of that, and we pick the timer. Yeah, let me see. So this, if we fold it, yeah, we pick one of these, and we go there and we return it as a TSX component. So this should be RFC. Let me actually do it like this. Yeah, I'll delete this. I'll rename this for sure. Does smart renaming works? Let me try that. No, it doesn't. Okay. See inside word slot, and then I will go here as well, and it's did it automatically. That's cool. All right, so I have this to delete. No, what did I do? Delete word. Yeah. Cool. So now we have this timer. It will accept always as props strings basically. Type slot props basically. It will have always minutes. I mean, that's what I want to have. So now it will be a minute string. It can be a number. That's what we'll change it later to, but for now it's okay to have a string, right? And also these are here in seconds. And yeah, then I'm wrong. This shouldn't be like that. This should be time, not time, but value and title. That would be it. I don't know why I'm doing honestly. So value first or title first? Let's do title first. Value. So that there, and then here value, and then that will be it, right? Oh, now we forgot about the most important part, is like reactive C. Oops, what am I clicking? I got it. When I click sometimes the arrow, which is the wrong key, something happens wrongly. So react.fc. Now I need this one, and then I will just go slot props, right? What is the problem? Is there something that I maybe... yeah, for sure. So this one here. Where can I not find? And also I copied something wrongly here. Why am I doing this to myself? Alright, so the slot is now ready. Look at what will happen now. 1 second, I just want to make sure that I copied it correctly. I will delete all of this. Now we will have a very clean one. We will just call that slot snippet, but that's really bad. So let's import the slot. Come on, give me my slot. As much as I hate this, because okay, I will leave it like that. Did I call it slot like that? Oh, I'm stupid. I should rename this to slot like that. Yeah. And here I'll see inside that, and I'll just do components reusable timer slots. That's better. And now this slot one will take 2 props. This is where I will use my spread props basically, and I will go title. Let's leave the title and value. So value should be minutes basically, and value should be, or title should be minutes, like that. Let me see if I'm actually sharing with you everything and everybody is following. Yeah, nice. JavaScript, TypeScript, yes. React structure forwards, MVC. Not really, but I try my best. Thanks everyone who are here and doing all the help with actually even gifting or supporting or whatever. We are nearly having 7,000 followers, so I'm not gonna sleep until we have that. So we now 42 followers far from that, and that's it. We are coding now this and making it work, and let's see. Yeah, cool. So what am I making? I will show you in a second. Let's just follow up. So yeah, I will show you also my code structure later on. I have no problem doing that. This one should be seconds, and seconds here as well. Alright, so why is it having a problem? So it says that this div is not find and closing tag. That's what happens. No, it has. So GSX corresponding closing tag. And the GSX slot has no corresponding closing tags. Shouldn't have anything. Let me check, because honestly we might fuck it up when we did this as a small character for. Alright, I will just restart my LSP here to just see what is happening. I know now. Yeah, so when my LSP is not detecting stuff, when you restart it, it will be better. Okay, cool. So now we have slots correctly. Now let's check the app and then I'll show you guys. Boom, we have a problem. Fetching dynamically import route of index.tsx. Why is that? Yeah. So basically we have the timer now is here and it's imported from the wrong folder, so I need just to correct it up. So the timer says that it's a reusable timer. Let me just type timer folder and then should be index, but I should not type index there. Okay, cool. So now let me just try to put it out. Yeah, cool. Now I will share my screen and here you go. We have a timer that works perfectly, right? This looks good. I'm really happy with the output. We have the timer. If we click start, it starts timing basically. And we have each slot now as a reusable component, and that's how it is. And hopefully this seems cool and helpful. Nice. So that's amazing. We are happy with this actually. Yeah, do you have guys any questions? Maybe I can explain to you more. And for people who are asking what am I making, I'm just making that. Basically, this is what you see now on the screen behind me. And which IDE is that? I'm using NeoVim as a text editor, and NeoVim actually is just helping me kind of as a text editor to configure it with my own LSP stuff, with my own configuration. And yeah, that's it. Yeah, BTMX saying self-closing tag. You were actually helping me and I didn't see your comment. Thanks for that. Yeah, nice. Yeah, for even the people who are saying what editor is this is NeoVim. Thanks for telling me that it's cool. It is cool. I can share with you actually let me stop the timer now. I will share with you my GitHub for that. So by the way, what we are building right now is on the new white noise app. This is the one. So you go to my profile, which is this one here. I will share with you my profile. You can follow him, by the way. I will appreciate it. There on GitHub. Also, everything that I put here is just what I'm building with the chat. So if you go to my first page, the one there, you will find out my NeoVim setup here. And you can click it, and when you click it, you will be able to see all my configuration files. And also I added some stuff helpful for you, which is also to check these to know how I am actually moving through my keyboard into NeoVim. And it has everything that I use, everything literally. I use nothing more than this, and if you know all of these, you will be super good. Actually super good, yeah. And then for something else, by the way, I'm not really too much into GitHub, but lately because we built this app, we are starting to see some actions. Yeah, we do some lead code as well. For Dale, who asked, can you give me some tips about the first year students and programming language and Visual Basic Code? I think, by the way, Visual Studio Code and stuff are really important for you to understand how the UI works and stuff like that. Pointers, OOP, programming interfaces and stuff like that. Continue with that. Then after a year or two, maybe in the middle of your bachelor, decide to know what you want to have or to do in the future. So basically pick your lane, say, hey, I want to be front-end developer because I'm interested in the web, or I want to be a full stack developer because I'm interested in building SaaSes or something like that, and move from there and make it your goal. And there is this website that I was give as an example. It's roadmap.sh, or developer roadmaps. Search this out. You will find your front end, and there you will have everything you need. Everything, literally. Yeah. And you see, the funny part is that whenever someone new in the chat comes in and he asks the same question, what is he building? What is he building? Yeah, I am building this application, which is really cool app for listening to white noises like this. And also to have a timer for basically doing your tasks while you're listening for these white noises, which is really amazing. For now, we did this part, we built it, we are continuing to build it along the way, and I hope that I built something cool. Right now we're just coloring this slot stuff, and yeah, we were doing just that. So now we have like a timer that is reprogrammable. So since you guys joined, we changed all these files. Oh, I have a file that I added somewhere. I'll discard this one, discard all changes. So we have the slot that we changed, the index tsx for the timer, and also the Pomodoro task. So I'll just do this, add in styles for Pomodoro. If you cannot see, I'll just show you what I'm doing. What I have behind me is just what is called the lazy git. I will cancel to show you. So these are the all files touch. When I press A right now, I can actually stage them, press C to add like a comment. I'm saying add in styles for my timer component. And now I press Shift P, right? Shift P, yeah. And that Shift P will push to develop, and these are all the comments that we did, or all the messages that we did for the latest commits. And now if I just go back to share my screen, and I will show you where you can find this. By the way, if you have any idea about how to enhance this application to become better, you see now 2 seconds ago there was like a push into develop. You just switch to develop branch and you will have everything. So now I just pushed this. So now source, you go and you find the timer being in not helpers, I think reusable, in components, and then reusable. So components, reusable, timer, and this is what we worked on. We worked on this index timer part. It accepts like minutes and seconds. For now it's doing this. It's wrong, but should have get them as a prop. We will edit that later on, but what we focused on doing today is mostly like this slots object, slots component that accepts a title and a value. The value should be in the future to be timestamp, or basically can be also number, and then therefore this is what we built. Yeah, which is really cool. Thanks a lot, guys, for really your recommendation. And by the way, I stream every day this, so for the guys who doesn't know and the first time here, I honestly stream every day, and I make sure that I share with you guys like a lot of stuff, and that's it. Nice, cool. What else do we have? I will now read your comments. So I'm having my mobile in here, and I will try to kind of read everything that you are saying, and also I have the comments now on the screen as well, so I can know what you're saying and also reply basically. Nice. So what was the flow diagram thing you were showing? Flow diagram? That's the roadmap.sh part. Yeah, now that we have kind of like time, I can show you more about that. All right, where are we right now in the live stream? So now we are at 3 hours 3 minutes. Okay, so I need to remember this so I can cut it up from the live stream and share it on my profile later on. All right, so ladies and gents, we are now witnessing the roadmap for a front-end developer. By the way, if you are asking always where should I go, what do I do, how can I actually find a job or something like that, it depends also on what you know, right? So you just need to go to this roadmap.sh. It's kind of developer roadmap website where you can find like the front end, back end, all the kind of like roadmaps that you can go through, or maybe paths that you can choose from. By the way, they added the AI engineer path, which is really amazing, because then you can be an AI engineer and see yourself where you can go in some time in the future and what to study exactly. For example, the OpenAI playground probably is something that you need to know of. Maybe what is the benefits of the pre-models, trained models that you find there, like Llama or whatever. You test them on your computer stuff, so you can be able to see differences and learn a bit about how codes is in there for the open source I'm talking. And then you move to the front end here. That's what I do. And by the way, there is some hints on the up. It says like personal recommendation. The personal recommendation part here is just saying to you, hey, pick these. They are better to be learned than actually other stuff that you might find. Like for example here, GitHub. Probably start with GitHub because it's free. GitLab and Bitbucket, yeah, they can be actually initiated in your project, but probably they need more configuration power. npm rather than yarn, that's totally understandable, because if you download like Node, you will have npm by default, I suppose. Yeah. Then mvm or something like that in the future, and you can learn more. So this is the charts part. Is actually following one by one. As SSR, for example, for the React part, means that you learn in Next.js for server-side component, or maybe learn a React 19 for server-side component. So pick your lane, know what you want, and go to this website and literally study from there. I mean, if you have this, you don't have any problem later on to actually choose a job or have a job, because everything that you need, if you click here, for example, it will tell you exactly where you go to read more about it and to know more. For SSR, you click, you have even like videos, right? Which is really cool. Nice. That's it. I mean, what site is this? It's roadmap.sh, and I'll share with you this exact path to help you out. Yeah, and I'll pin it in the comments basically. Yeah. Nice, guys, thanks for asking. And now we go back to answering your more comments. Okay, cool. Let's see, did we reach out to 7,000 already? I suppose, yeah. Yeah, let me see. Where are we? Oh, 20 only to reach 7,000 followers. That's nice. So if everyone who is not following, please do. I appreciate it. Do you have a job in tech? Yes, I do actually. I do as a front-end developer. How do you test website speed? That's a really good question actually. Let me find one of the pages that I was using. Yeah, there is this page speed insight website. I don't know if it's still there or not, but this is what it do. For example, if you go amazon.com or something like that, it will read some analysis and basically give you how much your website is doing and how good it is. Also, it will check the bad part of your website. So if someone of you have a website right now, you can share it with me and I will test it, which is really cool. So this is called Page Speed Insight, which is a really good tool for you. And as you see here, Amazon actually is one of the best websites when it comes to content interaction and CSS minification and stuff like that. Actually here it's trying to find some diagnosis performance issue, and it found a lot of issues. For example, here it found out that there is large content, so probably CSS or images, and that's fine for a website like Amazon. And these are all the problems that they may fix. So minimize main thread, so they can minimize certain styles and layouts. They don't have some garbage collection in it. Okay, so they don't efficiently encode images. Probably here you will have multiple extensions, JPEG, PNG stuff. But this depends on the people and what they upload, I suppose. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it depends. So yeah, I will look for your websites if you want, and I will try to page speed them. Yeah, Seth Bass said, can you teach me privately? By the way, I do sometimes private lessons. I just pick a group of 4 people or whatever, or even 1-to-1. But the only thing is that it depends on my time as well and your time, and it may cost you a bit. So you can DM me for that if you have someone you want me to teach or something like that. And by the way, I just pinned the Discord link, and by pinning it, you can join our Discord chat, and we will be able actually to talk about coding, to maybe work on stuff together. That will be nice. Oh, user 404 said he's currently learning Next.js. That's really nice. All right, father of 4 said, do you do portfolio reviews? Portfolio reviews. Okay, share with us the link, please. I will go into it right now and I will share it with the chat. That would be nice. And if you have the code, that will be also better. Yeah, cool. Nice. So let's wait for your links. Everybody here, even if you have like okay, so our guy here shared the link. Let me check it first and then give you the good to go. Oh, so our friend here shared with us his portfolio. That looks super cool. Wow. Okay, make sure to share with me, man, the code base, because now I'm intrigued. So now you can bounce and move this. That's super cool. Now I will stay here for the whole. Yeah, this is super cool. As you see, it's kind of 3GS, right? I suppose. Is it or not? Inactivity. Why? My computer is super loud when it just checks my inactivity bar. All right, so you can click it though, and you can make them too many, and then you can play, and then they will just go back. Yeah, it's really cool. To scatter or to melt, you do, what is this? Start reset. Ah, there you go. Oh my gosh. Nice. All right, cool. Let's move on. And actually, let's also have the chat and the next to me so I can get their opinion as well. Yeah. So father of 4, this is his ID, by the way. He's saying that he works on this on Next.js with EC2 on the backend, but I have to reauth my AWS. I don't know what does that mean, but React 3. Okay, React 3 for that. I like the portfolio, but is it responsive? We can try. Not really, but might be better. Yeah. All right, let me just get back this to normal. All right. Yeah, I mean, it's cool. I don't see that it's problematic in any way. Is there music in here by any chance? Because I cannot hear anything. And I can mute this maybe if there is anything. All right, that's cool. I hope that you can learn with me now. It's still cool though. Yeah. All right, so you guys shared some portfolios. That's nice, and I will look after them right now. Make sure also to follow the live stream and the content so I can see that we're nearly reaching out to 9,000 followers, which is really cool. And we have a lot of actually good requests, but we need only 11 people to reach 7,000. So let's do it, guys. All right. Now we read his portfolio stuff. So git commit and professional experience. So this is his professional experience. I like me some jokes like this because this is what makes a developer really good with what he does. It's just that he's more like silly with whatever he knows. All right. So he was a full stack engineer at Corbus LLC. I think this is an American company where he used all these technologies. Seems like a good stack. TypeScript, Tailwind, GCP. He has also Python, Next.js, and Vue. And here, for example, break on through the other side. So this is there and back again on contractor journey. Okay, so are you a contractor with 500 different clients? And you're working at your own Corbus LLC. I think this is your own company at this point. Okay, awesome. So after completing his certificate in full stack engineering, I think he did maybe bootcamp or something like that. I'm not sure. And then he did 3 months contract group to complete contract management application of full stack engineer. And also he worked with React, TypeScript, JS. So he is similar to what I do right now, actually. Quality analyst, and he is student. Okay, he did a bachelor. All right. These are his full stack apps, basically. Can I? This is a create task kind of thingy. Okay. Kind of brush your teeth or whatever he said. All right, so create. Should I pick something? Maybe it doesn't work. I'm not sure. Oh, all right, not a problem. So these are basically his portfolio stuff. Let's check his LinkedIn account. Let's follow our friend here, Eric Rep. He lives in the United States and he has good experience. That's really nice. Corbus LLC, Ohio. Nice, man. Good stuff. Lambda school, so he knows his AWS stuff. And that's cool. I followed you and that's nice. Thank you for sharing. If anybody else has a good portfolio, let me share it in the chat, actually. I'll read his comments. So for his first experience, he said that he was contracted to major clients, and also he had to pay his AWS bill, so his services are paused at the moment. All right, so I will check yours, guys. Okay, there is this cat guy, so let me see. What position are you at your job? I am a software engineer 4, basically. All right, I will copy yours. I will need to check it first alone and then see if everything is legit, and then I will share my screen. So this guy is also a developer. And let's share now just to show everybody. Is it responsive though? That's the good question. Just to check, it's responsive. Very good, very good. I'll zoom in. Our guy here, what's your name, by the way? Victor. All right, Victor, I think you are from Poland, based on this L with the little tick. So here is his project, still working on it. He said resume still, contact still. So we're gonna read just what he has here. And he said that he's a software developer with passion, building innovative solutions. He likes 3D printing, DIY electronics. That's nice. We always love us our Arduino stuff and building small robots. He does continuously check. Are you still studying or are you just working, by the way? Yeah, Mr. Alfred, I saw the link. I will go back. Don't worry, I will check all. DevOps, electronics and 3D printing, backend development, frontend, and this is his stack. Okay, I want in the chat to people to actually rate his stack. For me, I like that he is actually did Bootstrap, also Tailwind CSS, so he knows his styles. The thing with TypeScript, for sure, now you need to know your TypeScript with React and React Query, which is really nice. React Query here, are you talking about anything with React Query forms and stuff, or maybe 10 stack stuff? You can elaborate on this one. Maybe here you can just either delete React Query or put like a details. You put like here a chevron that you click and it expands and it shows more. It shows everything basically, like you did here. So basically, the tool line and this Spring Boot needs probably to be adjusted for the icon. But overall, it's good. I mean, I like the design. It feels more like Next.js-y to me. Like, I don't know what kind of CSS you picked here, but I like also the movement of the mouse. As you see, guys, there is like background effect to my mouse, and also like there is a lot of good stuff like this border highlight and stuff that I really like. And also, if you go like this, it's really amazing. Like there is this background player at the back, which is really cool actually. Mobile view also is kind of cool. And from the looks of Victor, he looks young and ready to be in the development work. I think, yeah, that's really amazing. You did it by hand. All right. And the background is a random polygon, so he didn't use any theme. Wow. Nice. All right, let us now check our other friend. Thanks for sharing, by the way, Victor. Nice one. Hopefully, guys, we reach out to the 7K before I go to sleep. But let us check more. Now we have a portfolio app that is by Mr. Alfred. And Alfred is a front-end developer like me, so that's nice. And okay, so he has his picture here. That's really nice. Home, about, everything seems to work fine. That's nice. I like the scrolling part. So he's a web developer, has a passion for crafting digital experience, HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Nice. All right, so he mentioned something cool, which is the server-side part, which is really amazing, because if you are talking about server-side, it shows a bit of experience, shows that you know that you want to build SEO-friendly websites and stuff like that. Yeah, he wants to stay for front-end only, and then he's ensuring the security and stuff and high quality of websites. Are you a contractor, by the way, Alfred? That's why maybe you mentioned that part. But overall, let's check his experience. So he's 20, very young, and nice. You can download his CV by clicking by this. Oh, it doesn't work? All right, no problem. 5 years of experience, project completed, happy clients, awards won. That's nice. All right, so let's go down and check what he was doing. He embarked into a journey of web development in 2019 by enrolling to a bachelor degree in computer science at his local university, and he's passionate about coding. Therefore, let's jump 2 years. Yeah, he has some challenge. It's kind of cool. Like, I like the story part, but I hate the part to say that some people don't like to read too much and they want just to see to the point stuff. So please mention your technical stuff, even in these, like mention skills down here, for example, like something like that, so to show what you use in that years, to see that if you are up to basically to cutting edge stuff or not. But here, by the projects that you're sharing, I see it seems like really cool stuff. Yeah, and like this effect as well. And it's GIFs or videos, these ones. I probably think they are GIFs, but yeah, it's videos. That's nice. That's better. And here you can contact him. Yeah, nice. And this is his numbers. And he's from Ghana. Shout out to everybody who's from Ghana. Yeah. Nice, man. Thank you for sharing. That's amazing. I mean, I have no comments, honestly. You guys are really better. You're doing your best. It's still cool. It's cool. It's everything that you shared, guys, are really cool. So I saw some guy actually also mentioning about the extension that he built. Let me go down. Sorry for that. Please check my Chrome extension at uonwave.com. Oh, okay. All right. Let's check it. I honestly don't know, but from what I see here, it's related to volumes. Elevate your audio experience and look crystal clear sound, deeper bass, and powerful volume control all within your browser. All right, maybe we need more details about this. Usha, can you maybe explain to us what you are trying to do and what can you actually share with us as background to understand this Chrome extension, right? Because if I click here, it will take me here, and this is what it does. It boosts your volume, he said, up to 900, which is pretty harmful. But I'm kidding. Maybe some guy probably has a stereo bad volume and then he wants just to raise the bars. So yeah, it opens some shortcuts. It has help you instantly to restore and boost settings for your website volumes. But is this only Chrome based? Yeah, so basically if you are doing like YouTube videos or whatever, and you want to adjust your volumes and maximize the sounds, you can use his extension. Which is cool. He mentioned this is one of the things that I really like about people when they build these SaaSes. It's just to put the key metrics of everything that you wanted to build and wanted to achieve in your main page. So here, first thing, download, which is his conversion part, and then directly what it does for you. So it click here, it quick mutes, it website specific mute, and that's nice. I think Chrome does this stuff by default, but I think it's also good to have something like this. I won't play any videos for now, just because it would be very loud. But yeah, very good website. I really like it, and I think that you will really be good. Can I upvote you here? I need to connect. It's very funny that, yeah, people here gave like really good stuff, like they are given good comments about this, but that's amazing. Yeah, nice. Manage muted websites with ease, focus tab mode, smart audio switching, open extension, and then instant restore of boosted settings, so you can save settings and stuff like that. Where do you save the settings? Do you have a database for each user, or how is that? Maybe he's not here anymore in the chat, but that's cool. Yeah, maybe you can share with us that part. And for people asking about the code behind me, this is not VS Code. This is basically Vim and Vim on steroids, basically. Cool. Nice, guys. All right, then we probably can call it a day if we did already 7,000 followers. And then we are 7,021 people. That's perfect. I mean, you know what, guys? I'm really surprised by how much you are following and how much I'm getting like for this live streams. I want to reach 10K as soon as possible, just so I can apply for certain stuff. And honestly, it's amazing that you support that much. And tomorrow we will be live again, and every day live streaming, building these applications, making them work, and yeah. How did you set up this live stream? Some guy asked, and I will just say one thing. It's OBS, and OBS with Live Studio, TikTok Live Studio. And Wusha, probably if you want, also share your profile next time, and maybe we can look at some other stuff that you're doing. I will look into the app 100%. I will go also to Product Hunt and push forward another vote. So hopefully that helps you as much as you can. Yeah, no problem, mate. At least we can, even if we see these products here, people can be maybe happy with it and actually use it, right? Oh, there's some other guy who actually shared his portfolio. Let me see if I can actually copy it. I don't know if he's still in the chat or not, but let's check it nevertheless, right? Wow. I don't understand the language that it's written in, but I think that it's Asia somewhere. Yeah, a really good website, really good. Looks good, looks clean. I see like this, I like this movement. When I scroll, it goes left or right. And he built a lot of websites, this guy. He has like a Honey movie website. He has like a lot of source codes also available. So maybe this guy is also known for some sort for building a website that fast. So no, actually he's not very active, but seems like he was active in the middle of the year and last winter. But let's continue here. So these are his projects, and he did really quite interesting projects. He kind of like interested, I think, in mocking some websites and just doing the same kind of cloning, yeah. And this is what he used: Next.js, Express, Node, Firebase, Versal. So he's a front-end developer with Next.js experience. All right, these are about projects also. Let me just go back. Projects there and contact. Where is the contact? Okay, maybe I need just to zoom out. Okay, so when I zoomed out, I found out that he has also Instagram, stuff like this. LinkedIn, let's see his LinkedIn profile. Oops, that doesn't work. All right, let me check. It doesn't work. All right, but anyhow, the GitHub also link doesn't work. So you need to maybe to check it, but overall, all good. I really like the, yeah, now LinkedIn works from the footer, but yeah, it's also 4x4. You need to check it, mate. But overall, I really like your portfolio. It's really good, and thanks for sharing. Jovan, or Jovan, if I read it right. Yeah, cool. Nice. All right, anybody else want to share his profile? Hello there, everyone. Yeah, too much animation, sometimes it's off, I know that. But you know what, it's not a problem. Maybe some guy wants just to show that he knows front end and he is good at what he does. But overall, it's okay, I suppose. Yeah. Yeah, so we built a lot of stuff today. I'm really happy with what we did for the timer and the slots and stuff. Maybe we can just hop into the Pomodoro section tomorrow and edit some of this like divs that are really redundant. I don't like the tabulation that I did here. Also, I don't like that the timer is into that tab with the class name active or not. I'd rather have my both timers hidden inside the same div section, and therefore we get rid of the second section, which is this one here, and also this one for pausing and stuff like that. We'll probably want to take it to the timer section also there, and we'll leave this Pomodoro also only to have this kind of like configuration on top for the break, half an hour stuff. And we give the possibility also for the user to choose what kind of timer he has, maybe an hourly timer or a half hour timer, and so on and so forth. This is, by the way, React, only React, not Next.js. Some guy asked, I have heard you can go from knowing nothing about coding to doing advanced coding in short time. It depends, it totally depends, but overall I just want to say that it depends also on your time and your management as well. Yeah, Mo, it's Tokyo theme. I actually stole it from some guy and then added some few stuff. So if you want to know about mine, go to my GitHub and I will share it now in the chat. It's no, if actually I will share my screen better. So my GitHub is by my name, Ayman Sakohi. That's Arabic name, by the way, if you are wondering. Oh, my internet broke. All right, cool. Let me just go again and test that. Nice. So if you go here, what we are building right now behind me is actually white noise app. This is public app, so you can go there and do some PRs if you want to help me. Otherwise, my NeoVim setup is here, and it has even PowerShell if you want, you are interested. Tmax config if you are interested. Config fish, Lua, everything that you are interested in is here actually. I have even configuration for my fish terminal that uses all my Posh, and it uses this aliases. I added some stuff for Z configuration that I don't have here, so I need to take with me actually. Where is my Z configuration stuff? Don't tell me that I'm not using it here. Should be. I'm using it, but I didn't update it. That's bad. So let me check. I'll just go to main. This is my app running. I'll just go to my cd tac, probably nvim or config nvim, yeah. Yeah, this one needs to be updated. I will just go to nvim and I will go to config fish. Yeah, I remember I did something for interesting. Didn't I install the Z command and I configured it? This is ESA and this is QBAS for Zeoxide, yeah? Yeah, so Zeoxide doesn't exist there, so just I'll need to load this there now. Yeah. Oops. Yeah. What else did I add and I forgot to add here? Seems like I added a lot of stuff that I forgot to add. Oh my days. Maybe oh my post, something like that I edited and I forgot about. So this is my name config.fish. This for sure I have something that I added here also. This is my tmax configuration. Alright, you know what? Whatever. At least I added this now here. And one second. I added this one here, right? Let me see what I added. So I have the lazy lock to be added in this one. Why do I have a lazy lock? For actually GitHub. Add in the oxide. Yeah, it should be there. Yeah. Now, if we check this one more time. Yeah, now I updated the config.fish to have the z oxide in it. Yeah, so then you have the most updated one. That's cool. Cool. Nice. Sorry for that, because I thought that it's totally updated, but it turns out it didn't. Nice. Look at Jenny. Came up to the chat and said, HTML is not real programming. Well, that's a boomer. Oh, closing backdoors to keep users safe on an online platform, for example, must be difficult. It should be 100% difficult, actually. I don't know how difficult is that. So there's a guy who are asking for me to build a name bot for Call of Duty. I cannot help you with that, sorry. What is Pojo object or Poyo objects? I don't know what is that. Too much animation. That's for the part where we discussed about portfolios. Well, I explained a lot about roadmaps.sh, so I will just go and copy the link and put it in the chat for now. And you can go there and check it out. Probably it will have everything that you need, right? Where is it? Yeah, here you go. So now I have this JS part. Awesome. The same guy said that he will try tomorrow to convince me to build a name bot, and he will come back tomorrow with another question, but it's the same question I think he will be asking. Best window manager is Glaze WM. It's really nice. It makes me switch really fast. Yeah. Right now I'm using it, so as you see, my face is just flickering. It's just because I have a lot of windows in front of me. Yeah. Alright guys, thank you a lot for watching. Honestly, we did a lot. I did around 4 hours of this stream. I don't know how time passed, honestly. Yeah, this is cool. So what I can say about this is that we are going to continue with this white noise app in the future. Tomorrow I will be also live streaming this. I'm happy that we did around 500 followers today already, which is really amazing because that's perfect. And yeah, amazingly enough, we are going to grow more and more. So if you are actually here for the first time, our goal is just to live stream every day and do this for the rest of my life. I'm kidding. Do this until the end of 2025. See if we are winning anything. Please follow, help me out with that. You have also the subscribe option that you can find it out on top. If you want to subscribe, it costs you money though, but don't do it if you don't have it. And then what else? Yeah, I'm here just to teach you guys what I know and also to share with you my configuration and build SASs and stuff. And we will build some stuff for the future and maybe share them with the board and see what you can guys bring to the table, and it will be really helpful if you do that. All right, I see a lot of people following. Again, thanks a lot. Now I will just read some of the questions and hop off, and we call it a day. We're ready. 7,041 people. That's really nice. Thanks a lot. Also, we have the Discord, so go to my profile and click on the Discord. I'm sure that you did, but for people who are interested in playing video games or maybe doing some activities with us, we have some really cool people in the Discord channel, and we are trying our best to kind of like learn together and also chat, right? Nice. Some of the people actually shared with me some of the apps to play with for the future and it's kind of like cool. All right. Nice. Oh, Extreme said, looking forward to more of this. All right, sure, mate. We'll be really doing this every day until we become famous. All right, so yeah, I'm really glad with what we did today. It was a really good journey. And tomorrow I'll see you the same time. It's probably 10 p.m. CET, which is Central European time, with CST being, I don't know, 3 p.m. CST if you are in America. And yeah, see you soon, and hopefully we get to do a lot of good stuff. Yeah, BStudio, tomorrow I will see your application 100%. Thanks everybody, and see you soon. Bye bye.